Oh, we are here. Welcome, my people. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Let me use a moment to share this one very quickly. Oh, good afternoon, everyone. Uh-huh. Guys, share the video as you are joining. Share and invite people. Share. Those of you joining us from Undiluted 2 and those from code 234. And not forgetting those on YouTube. You are welcome, welcome. Share the video, guys. Share. Welcome. I greet you, guys. Please, I'm sorry, may not be able to pin your names right now, but I will do that later. I will come back to it. Tell someone to tell someone. One week one. Join us. Welcome. Tell somebody to tell somebody. Yeah, I see you. That's on YouTube. Thanks for joining. Well done, everyone. I see you. We're going to next 3 minutes, next 2 minutes. I'm going to start in the next 2 minutes. Welcome, everyone. Ah. Guys, yeah, we will soon bring on my panel. I'll soon bring on my panel. Hold your cool, guys. Hold your cool. You go sweet. I see you people. I greet you. Observer Club. I greet you, my people. Yeah, thank you. Thanks for joining. We don't greet you as a more. As a more, I greet you. Salute. Guys. Daalụ. Now welcome. Yeah, guys, I wouldn't waste time because we have our people, our panelists in the background already waiting. I greet you, Ikechi, and everyone joining us. Guys, today I want to talk about want us to talk about what's happening in the southeast, and it's good that once in a while we come back again, we bring the dream team back to weigh in on issues. Two good heads are better than one, let alone three. We are supposed to be four, but we're still waiting for one more person, our brother Ezemo Wanyan, from Owerri, Imo State. We are still waiting for him to join us. Hopefully, he will join us. And at this point now, I want to bring in our guests, two of our guests, to join us in the stream. Yes. Yeah, my people, thank you so much. I believe you can all see them right now. Let me change the layout. So from time to time, we'll be changing it. My people, like once again, I thank you so much. I have my brothers here that I will want to introduce themselves. Please unmute yourself. You introduce yourself once again to people who may not know you, or those who may want to know how to link up with you. Tell them where they can reach you. Just use 2 minutes, introduce yourself, and tell them where to get you online, and where to get you online. From after you, then our brother is fine before we begin in earnest. Please go ahead.
Yeah, thank you guys. My name is Nnamdi. Kanetu Odogwutulagwa. Yes. I relocated from abroad, from Europe, back to Igbo land. I am in Igbo land. This is where I based. I am based in Enugu. No leave, no transfer. I do a couple of things. I'm into real estate, and I'm into also LPG gas, the one you call cooking gas and all that. Yes, and I live in Enugu. So I'm a social commentator. I comment against evils, anything evil. I don't shy away from condemning anything evil, no matter the threat. You know, so if you want to find me, you can get to me through my Facebook Messenger. And then if I consider to have you as a personal friend, or maybe there is something I need to do for you personally, why not? I have a lot of people who are my personal friends, of course, whom I know from Facebook. So I don't hide, you know, and we will never hide, because how can I hide? I will hide from in my own state and town. You understand? So I am not someone you say you don't know where to get in touch with. So feel free to contact me if you want me to do anything for you. You know. So thank you so much. That's just about
Uh-huh.
it.
Yeah, my brother is Ifeanyi Chukwu. My people, please, you forgive him. You know, Lagos and traffic. He's on his way to the studio, and very soon he will balance well. And before, hopefully, he will get to the office soonest and relax to join us. So, my brother, please introduce yourself
Yep.
to our audience and let them know how to get to you, where to find you, or what you can do for them. Please go ahead.
Yeah. Good afternoon, everybody. I hope you can hear me.
Yes, sir.
Okay. My name is Eze Chuku. Call me the X. I'm an entertainer, a studio and record level owner. I live in Lagos. I'm also a solar energy expert. That means I can install solar energy in your house and maintain it for you. You can reach me via my two Facebook accounts. One is Ezemo Chuku. The other one is Mazi Eze Chuku. Also, I'm a commentator. I'm also a Pan-Africanist. That means I place the love for Africa or blackness first before God or any other thing. That through my blackness, I trust God or I trust anything. So it's a pleasure for me to be here. My work, I'm talking about solar energy installation can be done anywhere in Africa. Not necessarily Lagos or Igbo land, wherever you are, you can reach us, we'll give you a good job. I admonish Africans to begin to come together because that's the only way we can conquer the infiltration going on in Africa today. So thank you very much. I'll be in my studio just in less than 1 minute, and I'll settle
Okay.
down for more.
Yeah, my people, thank you so much, and thank everyone that has joined so far. Let's address the elephant in the room, which is the pictures and videos we've been seeing coming out of Osuhitokwa, Osumohu, Lilu, Ihiala, and some part of our over the past few days. We've seen videos like that. There is nothing we saw that we are surprised by because we've been shouting and crying about this. And our people pretend not to know what's going on. They pretend not to know that there are people in our midst who are our own people that are doing this. Some of them tolerated it because they were brainwashed. My brother, if I will
Yeah.
have to mute you. Okay, when you get there, I will unmute you. Uh-huh. So some of them pretend not to know what's going on, but we have been at the forefront. Even this our brother Nnamdi, let me tell you one or two things about him because I want you to know where he's coming from. He is not an Igbo hate. At least as the days go by, we are beginning to know those that hate their own people and those that love them. He, at one point, was sending drugs to IPOB members who were shot at their protest grounds. And those protests now we've come to realize, to know from impeccable sources, not one, not two, people who participated in the protest, that they will be sent to go and confront the military. Then they will send someone, a sniper or two, who will be shooting from behind. Behind the protesters, they will position at a strategic place. So when they start shooting, the military will or the police will have to respond. So in the melee, people will get injured, some will get killed, and they will be online raising money for their medical treatment, of which none of them got taken care of. If there is any, it's just little to nothing. And they are raising money that he himself used his own money, his own time, his own effort, everything to make sure those people are getting drugs over there. And our brother Zifan, who used to be an IPOB PRO here in Abuja, the entire Abuja. So he is not somebody that you will say that he hates the interests of Igbo, or he is not even going to participate in anything that will bring a positive result in Igbo land. That aside, now we have seen what is happening in our land, which we all know. We've always known from day one when they are shouting Fulani herdsmen, this and that, and killing people. Even this year alone, multiple evidences have surfaced that these people are the ones doing this. But the problem is this: why are the political elites and the elders of Igbo land, the political elders and the political actors in Igbo land, keeping silent? And before I throw it to my panel, let me use 5 minutes to drop it so I can give both of them 30 minutes or more, because I want everyone to make our time and explain, take his time and deliver his own first monologue. Now, mine is this. We know that there are so many secret corps, secret societies in our land that when you join, they will tell you to bring human head, do this, do that. And our politicians, most of them are under blackmail. And these people, how do they blackmail? They will tell them that if you want to be a governor, if you want to be this, if you want to occupy this position in their party, this or that, you need to come and join the club. You have to do what others are doing. We call it immediately beginning. And sometimes, not sometimes, most times, immediately beginning will amount to you bringing some human parts. They will tell you it's for sacrifice. Some dry, some wet. I mean, dry body, dry bone, or anything, skulls. Then some of them will be fresh head. Some of them human beings. Then in these their so-called temples, when you go there, if you have ever seen any of their temples, you will see that you see white or black velvet everywhere. All those places, behind those things, there are cameras everywhere, filming everything that's going on. Now, they will tell the person, load this one, do this. If it's a small baby, they will give it to the person to slaughter. The person will slaughter the so-called sacrifice, human beings. At the end of the day, when the person gets to office, they will use it to be blackmailing the person, and the person will stick to the agreements they signed before they got into office. Now, this is one of it. Now we have the issue of cannibalism and all this. Now, why am I saying all these things? Why I'm saying this is back to the topic. Why are the politicians and the Igbo elders quiet? Is there any other business other than using these people as political thugs they are doing that involves human beings? That is my own angle I'm coming from. Any other person can attack it from any other angle. But is it because those people that are trafficking in human organs are doing it for them? Now, this is my own intuition talking right now. So, my brother, Eldogu Tulaba, please, I would like you to take 10 to 15 minutes and deliver your own angle on this issue.
Thank you so much, Ijele. I greet you.
You're welcome.
And I hope I'm coming on. I'm coming well. I hope people are hearing me.
Yes, 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 sir.
Okay. So I thank you so much for making it possible for us to be in this program. Sorry, I've not been having time to come as I used to come. I also used to come, but not as I used to come before. Now, back to the topic of the day. First of all, I want to say that I'm vindicated by the fact that, or we have been vindicated by the fact that we started shouting at the top of our voices at what is playing out now. At what is playing out now. Do you know one of the reasons why I am not even worrying myself anymore is that we warned our people. We spoke against, we were called names. Our lives were threatened. People literally threatened to kill us because we were saying the truth.
Yes.
You know? So when I see all these things, I only shake my head. But what can I do? What can you help? How can you help somebody who doesn't want to be helped?
Yes.
Now, having said that, there is something I want to tell our people. Nwata jekalele nna ya n'ije. Nwata ya na nna ya yi eje ije. Nwata ya na nna ya yi eme njem. O wee jekarịa nna ya buru mago gafere nna ya jekarịa nna ya n'ije. Ga-eme gịnị? Ga-agba ije ahụ ụnụ. Ụmụ ife ndị be anyị na-akpọ ịgba ije ụnụ. Nwata jekarịrị nna ya n'ije ga-eme gịnị? Ga-echigha azụ gbaa ije ahụ ụnụ. That is jegharịa, repeat ya again. That is ofu ihe na-agwa ndị be anyị tata. Now, ihe na-eme, all the things that are happening in our land today, I will pin it to one person before I come down to our traditional rulers and our politicians and all that. The cause of what is happening today, or the person who is responsible for what is happening today in our land, is the person called Nnamdi Kanu, the one I call Alo. I think I'm the person who first called him Alo Meli Igbo one.
Meli Igbo one. Yes.
Alo Meli Igbo. It is Nnamdi Kanu. And again, I want to sound so hard. I will say, as an Igbo man living in my land, Igbo land, I will say, ihe dịka Nnamdi Kanu emekwana Igbo again. Ihe dịka Nnamdi Kanu emekwana Igbo again. Ihe dịka Nnamdi Kanu emecha nka. Ihe dịka Nnamdi Kanu emekwana Igbo again. Because Nnamdi Kanu, na everything about Nnamdi Kanu, except to go Igbo. I mean, sorry that I'm switching to Igbo. Because I say, may something like Nnamdi Kanu never happen to Igbo land and Igbo people again in this life. And I repeated it 3 times. Because Nnamdi Kanu and everything about Nnamdi Kanu had set Igbo land back. Do you see where we have been drawn back to? To cannibalism. Because Nnamdi Kanu and everything about Nnamdi Kanu had set us back, that we are now a thing of caricature to the other people. So, here they can Nnamdi Kanu emekwana Igbo again. Now, we should know that there is what is called cause and effect. Why I am pinning everything happening in Igbo land to Nnamdi Kanu is because that man is crazy. That man is mad. You would even see it when he's talking. Another abafa yala. When somebody is mad, you will see. Even when you are having sympathy about freedom, about Biafra, which I was one of them that were having sympathy about that made me join. But when I see what is happening to my brothers and sisters in Biafra land, in Igbo land, what they call Biafra land, I call them. They were literally left on their own to help themselves. Some were shot on the legs. Some were shot in the waist. Some, if you see injury, like Ijele rightly pointed out, I was the one providing medication. I swear, providing medication from Germany. I would go to my German doctors and beg them, please, I need antibiotics, antibioticum. That's what we call it. I need material for dressing the wounds and all those things. Why? And I will get all those things and I will call them to come to my house and carry it. Why will I be providing antibiotics and injury and the things they use to dress the injury, and people will be dying in Igbo land? Why me and Nnamdi Kanu and Uchemefo and all of them will be eating chicken and using toothpick to dress their distance? Why people will be dying? I called them and said, no way, I am out. And I left. Okay? And I began to speak against it. So what I'm saying is that Nnamdi Kanu knows what is called cause and effect. How can you gather youths? I mean, our society in Igbo land is not like holier than thou society, that we are better than everybody. There is good people, there is bad people in every society. And that is why we have law and order, checks and balances, consequences for actions when committed. But when you come and give a platform in the name of freedom to everybody and gather them in the bush without thinking about the consequences, about the results, the actions and the reactions, about the reactions of the actions you are taking, you should know that when you give an open umbrella, open invitation to every young person in the bush, that you cannot be able to contain the effect of the people you are going to gather, that even criminals will join and begin to commit atrocities, all kinds of atrocities and mayhem, which is the case right now. How can you control people from London, people in Osuhitupa and Olo and Kedikasi and all those places in the bush? How can you be in London and you are controlling them and you say command and control? Are you Elohim? Are you Jehovah Chineke Elohim? You understand? So don't you know that when you give people gun and give people power, that the criminals among them will corrupt the other people and they will see themselves as the lawmaker, the alpha and omega in that area. And when they smoke, they will begin to do a lot of things, which is what is happening in our society today. That a place, a region that is considered one of the most safest places in the whole of Nigeria has turned to something else, no-go area, most especially right now in Imo State, which is, by the way, not the Nnamdi Kanu state. Yeah. You see where you guys have gotten yourself to. So, having narrated all these things, I am pinning all these things to Nnamdi Kanu is the reason why this thing is happening. And at this juncture, I want to personally thank Muhammad Buhari. I'm not a politician. I'm not supporting anybody, or as you see me now, I don't belong to any party. But at least I thank Buhari and all the federal government apparatus that were used to capture our Alumeli Igbo, to capture Nnamdi Kanu. Honestly speaking, they did us a favor, Because look at what is happening. That guy honestly promised that our land was going to be worse than Somalia.
Somalia,
Is
yes.
it not being like Somalia now? That is what he promised all of you. And you were raising, shouting, clapping for him. Even elderly people. I will go to Abuja. Agameji Buhari we lata.
Elders were clapping for him. He will go to Abuja and talk to the head of the president.
And nobody asked him, how can you do it? Now, between Nnamdi Kanu and Buhari, who is having whose head now? Who is having whose head now? So, this will teach us a very big lesson in Igbo land. A very, very big lesson. A very, very big lesson. No, Biafra, Biafra, Ibalo Jebe. Stop being followers. Stop being followers, my people. Stop being followers. Watch very well before you follow anybody in the name of freedom or political whatever. Having said this, now I'm going to come down to the silence of our political leaders and elites and our traditional ruler. You see, what goes around comes around. Are there not some overnight traditional rulers that went to Abuja to ask Buhari to give us back our Barnabas, which I call it in my other program? They went to Abuja because in the story in the Bible, when Jesus was arrested, the people of the land asked Pontius Pilate, or which one now, give us Barnabas.
They told Pontius Pilate to release Barnabas for them.
To release Barnabas. I used it and made a program. Some traditional rulers went to Abuja and they were telling Buhari to give us our own Barnabas. And I said, I am so sorry. Imagine if Buhari today released Nnamdi Kanu to come back to Igbo land. Do you know what it means and what it will mean to the psychology of our people and to the psychology of the so-called ESN and IPOB? They will believe that they have won and life will be worse than all of you. Now, what I'm saying is this. We don't need such people. Mad people belong to psychiatric hospitals. Criminals belong to prisons. And Nnamdi Kanu is one of them. Now, the politicians and the traditional rulers who suddenly became afraid because they don't want to be threatened and killed. Are you free now? Are they not killing you? How many traditional rulers will they kill for you to know that you need to come out and lend your voice against evil in Igbo land? How many? Tell me how many. Those SS in Abuja who went to meet Buhari, are they not seeing the heads of our people being chopped off? Why are they not coming out to talk now? That's my question. Why are they not going to Abuja and saying, we are sorry, we didn't know, please keep this man? Why are they not coming out to make utterances? Why are they not coming out even to talk to the youths who are doing these things? Why are they silent? How many traditional rulers will they kill? I mean, I can't even count how many. At least I know, like the one in Abatete was killed on Teje. And how many? We can even count it.
Are you talking about one senatorial zone in Imo State, or you are talking about the entire Igbo land?
You see, how many traditional rulers? And you guys are keeping quiet. Is it not a time that even the Council of Traditional Rulers in Anambra State, in Enugu State, in Imo State, in Abia State should come together and speak about these ills of our society and condemn it and begin to carry out consequences in your kingdoms? Like I have Igwe in my town, and Igwe will pass a message through his council of elders and Igbo's council, anybody caught doing this or doing this, why are they keeping quiet?
Yes.
It is time for us all to speak up. Not just we. I mean, we insignificant, people who are just living in Abuja, in Lagos, and me in Enugu and all that. You understand? Because if it don't get to you today, it will get to you tomorrow. And when you leave evil in the land, it will metamorphose into something, a very big monster you cannot control, which is what, in fact, we should be thanking the DSS and the army. These people that are coming to arrest all these people, you people should just be thanking all these military people and military personnel that are capturing these people. If without them, life will be so very fucking difficult for you people. You cannot even move to anywhere. It has come to the extent that they will be killing you and chopping and eating your meat. No more Hausa Fulani. Suddenly, nobody is talking about rape, about Hausa Fulani, about Hausa. Nobody is talking about it. Nobody. Because the mouthpiece, the one who speaks, has been captured, and nobody can blow that trumpet like Nnamdi Kanu. Now, the Hausa Fulanis are no longer raping our women or killing us. It is now the IPOB, ESN, or non-government that are now the one killing us, and not just killing us, but eating us. So sad, my people. I honestly, let me come back here. I am totally dumbfounded. I watched that video. Do you even saw the last video where they arrested one of the traditional rulers? They were torturing him. Do you know the kind of fear that man must have gone through eventually before they were rescued? And even the girl that was rescued. Are you guys not seeing it? And even now, as I'm talking, some people are still supporting the so-called ESN and all this rubbish. Some people even deny that it's not them. It is fucking them. It is them.
We'll soon play that one. Thank you, my brother, for your contribution.
I rest my case here for Ijele to continue moderating.
Yeah, thank you, sir. I greet you so much. I thank you for your wonderful contribution. So, my brother, as if you will unmute yourself before you speak, because you are you mute your mic. So, so my brother, you've seen all these things. How can please just encapsulate everything we've just said, and also remember to touch on the elders and the so-called political leaders?
Okay. So I don't shout. My voice don't dry, So I decided to go underground to do some things more reasonable and personal for myself.
I'm seeing you.
Are we together?
Yes, we are here. Yeah, no problem. Go on.
Okay. So I could say sometimes 2018, as an ex-IPOB or Biafra agitator, I realized that this was a cult group they were building or setting up. And I opted out. My conscience didn't let me just opt out. I felt some people joined because they saw me there. Some people shared sympathy for them because I was there. So I had to come and make a public disclaimer of this group and try to let our people know that this was a keg of bomb, in our land that people didn't understand. But surprisingly, I never knew our people are that dumbfounded and low IQ. I must say in the public here. I never knew Igbo people could be put so down that they stopped reasoning. Our people turned around and threatened to kill. They will go to my wife's account and threaten to kill her. They will threaten to kill family members because I'm trying to expose what has eventually become a reality today. So I am surprised, nevertheless, because I never saw it to the extent of becoming cannibals. I never saw that. But I knew a time will come, they will go after the elders of the land, because now the kind of tactics is to pull down the leaders so that he becomes the only one you can see. That's how Nnamdi operates. So here we are. It's like Mazi is out of the show. I don't know what happened. So here we are, faced with a monster. Don't ask me why are the elders not talking. They failed to talk when they had the voice. This time around, they don't have the voice because they are outgunned, outnumbered, infiltrated. Anybody who dares to speak now is killed. So in silence, they are all supporting. But I know behind they are agitating, but out there they are supporting because they want to stay alive. The political class, I'm not surprised they are not supporting, you are not speaking against them because that's what they have always been doing in Igbo land. Whatever pulls the land down is what sells the politicians globally. Politicians are infiltrators. They are never there to develop the land. They are there to pull down the values, the culture, the tradition, the norms of the land down. They are doing the biddings of the Europeans who brought them there in the first place. So I am not surprised the politicians are not speaking. But in absence of all that, the politicians, the traditional rulers, we are here. We are all leaders. What have we done? What have we done to see that we checkmate the excesses of the evil in our land? I am in Nigeria. I'm always in Igbo land, at least 3 times every year. Odogu is in Igbo land. So it's not about us being scared or not fearing for our life. We have a life to live, but we care. But instead, they all kept quiet. The bishop, because they want more people to come to their church, they will allow the IPOB to come and do Thanksgiving in their church. Today, they are killing you. The baby lion you fed is eating you up today. Neither I talk about the Catholic Church and the rest of them. The political class, they have all tried to use them to gain popularity. But you don't toy with something like that. What we have in our hand today is a cult. I don't want anybody to glorify them by calling them terrorists. They are not terrorists. They're confused.
We've lost your volume.
From the
My
degeneration
brother.
of the...
Okay, it's okay now. It's okay now. Carry on.
Okay. Those surviving from the degeneration of the mind from the church, Nnamdi Kanu took advantage of them, gave them a new brand called Yahishua, Elohim Eloha. And you know the story of the Bible is all about killing. It's all about eating flesh. That's the story of the Bible. So they are still caught into that nonsense. You don't agree to what I said, just like God of Abraham used to kill the Philippines or whatever as they wrote them. They keep killing. They don't even understand that what is at stake here, is the people, is the Igbo. They already seen, if you don't believe in this Yahishua bullshit, then you are not for the people. You are not for Ebola because we are from Israel. I'm still going to bring this back. So killing me today is not going to hurt them because I don't believe in God of Israel. I don't believe that I came from Israel. I am an enemy. And they say, spare not a witch. So they have enough reasons to kill. But right now, it's upon the youths of Igbo land, I mean it, to rise up like Bakassi did and exterminate these people. If not, what you're seeing is just a tip of an iceberg. Before Nnamdi Kanu came, we never heard Mburumiri in Igbo land. We don't know it's called Mburumiri. I used to watch movies, I see crystal meth, but I just felt like one of those American things, you know. But because they knew they wanted to perpetrate evil in our land, they brought in these things to degenerate the minds of the people so that the people would do whatever they want them to do. IPOB brought Mburumiri in our land. Growing up, I never knew Igbos as cannibals. But recently, when Nnamdi Kanu called for the police to be eliminated from the streets, yes, he had to call for that because he had the intent. He had intention to perpetrate this evil. Do not think they are just eating those fleshes. They are selling the parts too. That's why they are drying them up for ritual purposes. And this money, they are sending it to the center. And the guys, they are sending money for people to buy arms and ammunition for them to come and get Biafra. I don't really have much to put on this, but I want people to know that before Biafra, we were Igbo. Igbo is paramount. Igbo should be sacred. You can politic as you like, but don't touch Igbo. And if this Biafra is coming in now to destroy all the values and traditions of this Igbo people, I think it's high time that we go back to that protection of self and throw Biafra in the waste bin. Last time I checked, Biafra has never won us anything good. Biafra has never won us anything good, not even one thing. All the history of Biafra is bloodletting. Is somebody thinking? Is somebody reasoning? Each time you hear Biafra, Biafra is like murder, death, genocide in the ears of the reasonable people. And somebody comes to tell you that Biafra is any grave than they know, which means what kind of nonsense is that? Kanu never cared about Afaruku people, let alone Igbo people. All Kanu cares about is money. He likes good things of life. He lacks ideas to make money. He's using Jagoda to make ends meet for himself and his family. I am a bit disappointed in the federal government that they have not concluded with this Kanu madness. What evidences are they waiting for? Is there anything they are waiting for they don't have? Let them
Kanu is a gift that keeps on giving. He keeps on nailing himself more by the day. I said we shouldn't rush it. You just don't. There is no need to rush it. Events took how long? Then make it be Kanu. Don't worry. They will,
the more they keep delaying this, the more this guy keep carrying out more evil in our land, believing that by so doing they are putting pressure on the government to release him. If you want to hang this guy, you hang him. You want to imprison him. And let's be done with it and move on to the next phase of life. Are you getting me? The point of keeping this criminal is kind of glorifying criminality in our land. It's obvious to all of us today that herdsmen this, herdsmen that, they are killing our women or they are raping our women. You now see who has been doing it. And you were told. So at this point in time, I feel, just as we all feel vindicated, I can raise my shoulder up and walk high as one who has sense amongst many who do not have. Because even in my family, they fought me, you know. So thank you very much, my people. Thank you, Ijele, for the good job. And for me, I'm hanging my boot already because all that said been done. If people like, let them learn. If they don't want to learn their business, thank you very much.
Thank you so much, my brother. At this point, I want to bring on our brother, Mazi Ihan Chukwuanyanwu. One name, okay, you didn't join at the initial stage, but I know you understand that it's the same spirit working anywhere. We are talking about the carnage we are seeing coming out from Osu Yitukwa, Lili, Osumo, Ihiala, all these places. We've seen all these things. And our traditional rulers with the so-called political class, they are all keeping silent, keeping quiet. What do you think? What do you suggest we should do? Like, or you can go straight to it, or you can go to the original of the issue, because you yourself, you've been at the forefront of this battle. Some people just may not know because of the censorship on Facebook and all that. But you remember when we all started all these things, fighting against this evil. And please, before you go into it, I'll give you 15 minutes to talk. Please, first off, introduce yourself to our guests and our audience and tell them where they can get you online. Please, go ahead. The floor is yours.
Okay. Greetings once again, indeed. And it's a really good privilege to be an instrument that will serve and help, propel the progress of our people. Like you said, I'm Maz behind Chukwana. And then, should I say, by the virtue of blessing, I have the Ugamdo. You can always see me on Facebook. The name is the same. Ezemo behind Chukwana. Twitter, the same thing. Ezemo behind Chukwana. All my social media accounts is Ezemo behind Chukwana. Once you start, and by also virtue of blessing, I happen to be a member of the Ordinal Council of Ordinal Council, Central Council of Ordinal, people that oversee Ordinal Igbo and Dominal Igbo. And I happen to be holding a very important position there. And our desire has always been to bring Igbo people to the place of reality and the place of understanding, knowing what is good and what is not good for the land. Unfortunately, it is happening at this particular time that everything is turning, upside down, and we know the reasons why. And that is where I'm going to come in now, and that is the major reason why we are seeing so many things happening and so many people who have, come into the stage as evil and dangerous. Now, you may not know the implications of what we are saying. We're doing, and because our people time is orientation or education, no matter whatever you call it, is for the people to know what is on the table, the implications and the complications if we should choose the wrong one. And I think I'm here to help throw more light on the circumstances and effects, both negative in the 14th, 13th century. We are different from other.
Ijela, check your mic. Ijela, check your microphone.
Sorry. I'm so sorry we lost our brother there. His connection was so bad and all that. And I think we'll have to wait for him to join back again when his connection is okay. Because it's disturbing the broadcast and we can't keep our people waiting. So, my brother, for some people that, please, everybody mute your mic here, please. Some people have been saying,
power on,
I'm coming.
Bluetooth mode, pairing.
Some people have been saying that those people who were torturing those two men, those two Ezes that were kidnapped from Okigwe, we all know they all ended up in Osuhitopa. Giving credence to what we've been telling you, that every kidnapping you've been seeing is done by these people. When we talk about IPOB, ESL, we are talking about all the criminals that are into banditry, all the ex-oil bunkerers, all the there's nothing like ex-kidnapper. Kidnapper is a kidnapper. Those kidnappers, those bank robbers, those fraudsters that are failed in life, all of them are what they gathered. Hold on. All of them are what they gathered and called them ESN. Now, their leaders started telling us that these people are not ESN. I will play the video now for you people to see. I will play the first one, then I will play the second one. Let's go with the first one. You may not be able to see it clearly, but you will be hearing what they are saying. They said those things in Igbo. So I will later translate what was said to our people who don't understand the Igbo language. I'm coming. Let me play the first video here. Okay. See the video here. I have it right now. The winter session. That's a gun clicking. That's a gun clicking. And you will see where is this place, this video. I'm talking about this video. Now, When this video came out, I will play this one. You hear it, then I'll play the second one. The remainder of this video, you hear when they said who sent them. Let's play it. You say don't kill him now. You know you will die.
Okay, that way. Okay, that way. You a big man, go. Papa.
That agejigi wakoro means we will use you to do juju. And the other one said, don't kill him now, we will kill him later. Okay, let's continue.
Yeah,
you say in Biafra. This boy, the letter killed him.
213.
Nothing, he didn't shoot. He didn't shoot. No problem, I'm taking it back. It's fine. It's fine.
Okay, that way. Okay, that way. Okay,
you know you will die. I hope you are aware. The man say yes. Just watch. Just watch the cowards. They call themselves strong men, but you need AK-47 rifles. With how many of you to go and take 2 old men? 2 old men. These are the people Nnamdi Kanu armed. Okay? The people this guy armed and is using them to terrorize people. Now, this one is on, if you go to our page on the YouTube, you will see this particular video there. Now, let me go to the big masquerade and play the remainder of the video. You will hear everything, and they even mentioned who sent them, who told them to kill these people and why. Now, it's going to come back to all those elders nonsense, all those foolish elders. Let's go. See it here.
Hey, Winnie. It's a movie. Okay, Winnie. Okay, Winnie. You got one. Okay, you. I let go. I can't care. Huh? What you put me on? I am a like this. Oku. I used to get my phone camera or cap. My phone camera. Open what? Open what? You got one. Okay, got one. What you Imetri home. Okay, Imetri home. What is it? Go. What is it? Go. Boy, Supoya for boy, Imetri home, and Ejigay. Mangin the Ejigay. Go. Yeah, I can no go number 1. 3 blue can give us the large judgment. I believe about the teacher. Okay, and keep also. No, Sata, give us in the FC. Look at a none cross I walk with the Halil. Boy, generation again.
Do you hear him? He said, Nnamdi Kanu say I will have war community having a both generation. Nnamdi Kanu told us to kill all of them, kill their entire family and their community.
I heard it.
Did you people hear it? Just let me play it again.
No, Sata, give us in the FC. Look at a none cross I walk with the Halil. Boy, generation again. Once naturally, Biafra, not the guy gave me in Biafra land. I couldn't hear. Not the guy I get a message in Biafra land. I couldn't hear. Okay, message. What ever got it? Blood of the message. Okay, message. Blood of the message in Biafra land. I'll go message. I'll go get a man. Okay, man. Okay, man. Son of a quick. What book is now?
My brother, you have heard everything. Like for those of them that are saying they are not ESN. Now, mind you that Chinas Amoru has come out to do his failed damage control attempt. He said they are fake ESN, as if there is anything like fake ESN. If they are fake ESN, how come these fake ESN are the same friends of your so-called real ESN? And how did they become fake now that some of them decided to be loyal to Umuada Highway and Nelly of Group, and the other ones that decided to be loyal to you? You are trying to absolve them of the blame. You are trying to tell us that there is an innocent ESN and a guilty ESN. It's not working that way. So, my brother, you hear this thing clearly. Why do you think the politicians and the elders are keeping quiet? Because this is not just because of that. If you watch some of them are too powerful that this thing cannot be existing in their communities without them knowing it. Because even Chinas Amoru exposed one other traditional ruler who was using his official paper to collect money from people in the market, 5,000 naira each in the village in the name of ESN. Now, how many Igbo's, how many other traditional rulers do you think are doing it? And why do you think these people are not raising their voices? Is it just because they are afraid, or are some of them getting their thoughts? Go on. No,
Yeah, thank you so much again for the opportunity. Yeah. It is so sad. You see, I couldn't even watch these things. When I'm watching it, I think those guys will just pull the trigger in the next minute or second. I couldn't even watch it. I think one of the reasons why people are keeping quiet, the politicians and the traditional rulers who are becoming victims now, is, sometimes when you see, sometimes when you are an evil man, and then some evil is created around you. That evil or group of evil people are also serving your purpose. So they help make things easy for you. Hello, are you there? They help make things easy for you. Okay? They help make things easy for you. So you don't even need to go and begin to form your own, because we know that there are some politicians who have gangs and some armed gangs which they use against each other. I mean, even in the time of NPN and MPP, we know when MPN and MPP were having clash, the group of Jim Wobo and the group of Odumegwu Ojukwu, when he was in MPN, they will have clash and they will keep people who will die. So is it not people's youths and people's sons that they are using to do all these things? So ESN now provided them of an opportunity that will make it an opportunity that will make them not to be directly involved, but also serve their purpose. So why do you think they would come out and condemn ESN? Because if they condemn them, who are the people that are going to carry out do those dirty jobs for them? So that's one of the reasons. Secondly, I will tell you why they are keeping quiet. Why they are keeping quiet is because Nnamdi Kanu was picking them one by one. Of course, we know that they are not meeting up to people's expectation. There are bad governance everywhere. And then Nnamdi Kanu was taking them one after the other. He took on Rocha Sokorocha. He took on Oju Zokano. He was leaving some, which are very close to them, like Eyina Baribe. So Oju Zokano, Rocha Sokorocha, the governor of Anambra State, what is the name? Willie Obiano. He was taking on these people, and he was so hard and against them that, do you remember that those guys later eventually came to parley with IPOB?
Yeah.
Okay, I know I heard that Rocha Sokorocha gave them money. I heard that
Rocha said it himself. Rocha himself said it that he gave
okay.
them
So Rocha Sokorocha said
250.
Yes. So 250 million, 250 million, 500 million. My goodness me. A politician. My goodness, I can't even wrap my mind around it. So if Rocha Sokorocha give them money, so they now found out that this is a very big money-making opportunity for them as IPOB. So Rocha settled himself. They left him. He was no more.
They stopped shouting Okura Hausa.
They stopped shouting Okura Hausa. And Ikpeazu, I know when he was talking against Ikpeazu, maybe he settled, they left him. Then Ochuzo Kanu, I know when they were talking about Ochuzo Kanu, maybe he settled this way. And then Willie Obiano, they came after him. Willie Obiano called Nnamdi, gave them 2 SUVs and maybe some other things which we don't know. So the politicians also know that when you settle your way, they will do their dirty jobs for them. So why would you come out and condemn them? And that is why the whole thing is backfiring. Because you allow this evil. Because you are settling these monsters. You understand? And they are killing people because they cannot come to you. And they are killing just people, soft targets, and look at the old men. Look at old men they are just going after. So because these guys are doing their dirty jobs for them, that's why they kept quiet. That's why they kept quiet and made some people their highly respected politicians like Eyinaya Baribe, who speaks for them. He speaks for them at the top. He defends them and protects them. Do you understand? The same thing goes. No, close the door and go, please. The same thing goes to traditional rulers. You understand? They kept quiet. And I believe some also begin to sympathize with them and kept quiet and begin to support them and allow this thing in their community. Because otherwise, this thing is very, very easy to stop. Every traditional rulers will call the council of elders, the chiefs, and the Onohus, and they will discuss this thing, and they will call the youth leaders, and they will say, yeah, and they will say, we don't want this in our community, and it will stop. But everybody kept quiet. So that is why I think the politicians and all these people are keeping quiet. Thank you so much.
Please, before I get to our brother again, Kai, our brother's connection is
his network is really bad.
It's very, very bad. I don't know how his broadband is, but he will join us just now. So my brother is fine. Our Odugu Tulagwa ended it somehow by saying that these people, it is easy to stop. What do you think is making those ones, like all these communities they are in, the people are there? Do you think it is because of the brainwash of Biafra, or because those traditional rulers are too powerful that their own people feel helpless? That since they are working with these people, they themselves, they don't know where to go to, or they don't trust that the government will act. Please, what do you think is still keeping these people in service? Go ahead.
I share a little bit different idea about that, or mindset about that. Yes, one can say they are working with the traditional rulers, but we see them killing them now. Some
Not
of them
all. They are like me now. I know some of them that are working with them that they can never touch, especially all those traditional rulers that are working with PDP politicians, or some of all these APC politicians that are still paid, because there are APC politicians, PDP politicians, and African politicians that are paying them. Mostly it comes from the PDP, but the rest are there. They don't touch those ones. Please go ahead.
Okay. So, but I feel, honestly, from my heart, that a majority of our people are scared, and they can't speak up because they are outnumbered. They don't know who is who. Their life may be targeted and taken anytime. Hence, they kept quiet. On the other hand, there are people who are actually benefiting from this, working with the politicians, as you said, and of course, keeping quiet. And of course, releasing the names of those who are not genuinely in support of IPOB and are being fished out and killed. That's a fact. And I still will say that Nigerian government created this whole madness. How they came, arrested this criminal that is not known anywhere in Anambra before, made him a big man. I'm still suspicious of that. Arrested him, released him, teleguided him to Israel. He went and he's back, and he's not being tried. They are playing media trial before us while an Igbo is burning. I'm very suspicious of this government. This is my personal take. How I analyze it in my heart.
Nothing like that.
No, it's how I feel it. Because we have seen Boko Haram members being arrested. We see how speedily the trial are and it's done with. But all of a sudden, this one is a lot of media propaganda and the land of Igbo land is going down and somebody is telling me what? How would you tell me it's nothing like that when somebody international passport was seized, the Nigerian and the British, and all of a sudden he was back to the Britain?
Let me tell you how that one happened. Let me tell you how that one happened, my brother. When he was released on bail, they have his passport.
Yeah.
They had his passport then. Now, that time he ran away. It was Asadi people that spirited him out of Nigeria. Now, he went to another British UK embassy, which is, I think it was Ghana, because we saw his photo with his wife. I thought it was Cote d'Ivoire before, but I later realized it was in Ghana. And people like Solomon Nebu and co worked with the Home Office. And mind you that the propaganda then was too much. And all these British people, you are seeing some of our people working in the embassies are easily compromised. It's too easy to compromise them. They worked everything until he was giving his passport. That particular passport, the government had then, they still have it to date. They've not released it. He did not travel with that one. They got him another passport. It was Solomon.
I never knew that British passport is so easy to come by. I never knew. It's the first time I'm hearing it.
Declare your passport.
Now, to me, till date, there's still a lot that meets the eye in this whole brouhaha. So, in all this confusion, a poor Igbo man living in these rural areas can do little or nothing. The governors must act. Can you imagine? Rochas came before the whole world and said that he gave them 250 million 2 times. And Rochas is not right. The almighty DSS is not going after Rochas. Is he still in power? So it's so easy to blame these little poor farmers, the traditional rulers. You and I know they don't have no portfolio, they don't have no power, they don't control no police. I'm sympathizing with them.
Don't you think since this, why you have leadership, you have structure, is because when there is any external aggression, the number one reason you set up structures is for the security of the people within that domain. Now, don't you think that with the way these traditional rulers have been exposed as weak and inept, don't you think we should abolish most of all these traditional stools that are just there to make money?
Well, when you call them stooges, you are talking about the people there, but the institutions must not be touched. Some of us are fighting to reinforce that institution. I don't see why the traditional ruler should be under a deputy governor's office. I don't see why that should be. Because the governors, the president, these are invaders. The offices of the invaders, they are managing for them. But nevertheless, I have always known that they are powerless. Very few of them they call the grade 1, whatever, on top. The very few one like the Obio Furniture, the Oba Ife, and the Sultan of Sokoto, Bini, Kingdom Oba. These are the very few people that have powers, that can actually do some little power, not actually that strong as it should be. But mine is this. Our problem is the politicians. We must be clear about it. Kanu, you and I know, have been working with them for a long time. What do you expect a traditional ruler to do when, of course, Kanu is working with his superior? You fall in line. If you don't fall in line, you lose your office. Kanu's father became a Igwe or whatever, cost of watches or Kalu. That is how weak our system is. So they can do little or nothing. The young man that we saw say that Kanu say kill you and wipe away your lineages. These people are not informed. They can't reason out things the way I'm reasoning it now. The way I'm thinking about it, they can't think. They are command and control, mumu. I'm sorry, I have a flu. Maybe COVID.
I'm hearing you.
I have flu. So we must use every opportunity we have now to protect these institutions, not to make them, to expose them to the hands of these criminals, because they will wipe them away. Most of them, the men I saw, they cannot do anything. If he says, okay, we don't want IPOB in our kingdom, what happens? Can he bring in the army? Can he bring in the police? Can he command the governor? He can't do little or nothing. So, in as much as we know some of them are into this whole thing, some are not there. And those who are not into it, obviously, are being targeted and being killed. And then the human face we should wear here is that of pity for them, not to begin to look at it as it's falling back on them. Because if I'm living in a village, I will be in the streets like that, or in the bush, being hunted, killed, and humiliated because of this stand I have against them. Those people possibly have the stands too. But our governors, we must not stop calling them to order. They are the one that created IPOB. It's politically motivated. They are the one that be feeding this IPOB, and they must end IPOB. That's all I have to say. Thank you very much.
Thank you, my brother. Please, my brother, sorry we missed you before. We missed your analysis because of the network problem. Please use next 15-20 minutes to lay it out for us, please, before the network starts messing up again. Go ahead, the floor is yours.
Okay, thank you once again. Like you said, I was interrupted before, but then I want to make one point very clear. We pointing fingers at traditional rulers is like seeing the mouth of a bird and then asking where the bird is from. I believe that we should hold the governors responsible. I'll give you two instances why I say so. You've seen the case of Mwike. When he was challenged and he showed that he was in charge of his state, he did not blame any traditional ruler or anybody, but Mwike stood up and then stamped his feet as a man and then declared that this house is mine and I say what goes. And we've seen the result today. So if we have governors, because when I knew that our governors were compromising was when they initiated, or should I say established, that security arm called embargo. Yes, and look at what has become of it. Embargo was like a joke because they knew that they could not, they themselves, even though they came together for us to see socially, but they knew that they were not working in agreement. So that is why embargo looks like a failure even before it started. So at the end of the day, we have governors who have already compromised. I mean, they have stained their hand and they have a lot of things, covered, and they are not ready for anybody to blackmail them. And these boss have been using blackmail to hold them to work. So look at, how do you expect to have security in Imo State when Anambra is porous? How do you expect to have security in Enugu State when Anambra is porous or when Enugu is porous? So these governors are not working together. So we have governors who are after the image or the support that they will receive from these hoodlums than the safety and the well-being of their citizens. So we have governors who are, in my own word, I may be wrong, but in my own word, who are irresponsible. You understand? They have not shown any sign of responsibility. They are not responsible for the welfare of the people, for the security of the people. We have governors who do not think about the people they are governing. They just want them to control what happens in the state, undermining the risk or the security implications that is involved. So I should be saying the governors, because if somebody like could be talking about how bad Hope Uzodinma is, and then we have Abia State that is ruined, that is nothing to write home about. both the roads. Nothing in Abia State is working, and he's not talking about it. Just because he has it good with what's his name? Now you should know that these people are biased, and these governors are using them to play the people into the gallery. Because the question is this: we have governors who claim that they will tell that they're not in charge of the police, but I knew that governors can take care of their state when Wike stepped in and proved himself a man. We've seen the same thing demonstrated in I think Kogi, where the man is challenging the events that are taking place in his own state. So why can't the governor in Anambra State do the same? Why can't the governor in Enugu State do the same? So they should stop giving us this kind of excuses. We don't need the excuse. We know that they are part and parcel of the problem that we have. These men are problems to us. But then you and I know it's not new that politics was never part of our structure. And that is why it's like it is failing in Africa, because we have been introduced to something that is ailing and something that our system has rejected from the word go. That is why we see our people being corrupt. We are trying to force ourselves to put on something that is not is not built for us, and it's not working. It may work in Europe, but it's not working in Africa. There is no place you will see it work, except, of course, we need to, from the scratch, because the system we have already, the system that is in the land already, is rejecting that structure. It is not in line, because we cannot build a house, a round house on a square foundation. It does not work that way. So these are the things. That was what I was trying to talk about. How we, you understand? How we as a people is wired. So that is why we have politicians who are corrupt. Over 99% of them are corrupt. These are evil and bad men. Anybody that enters into politics enters because he has planned it before he entered, and he's going to invest money. You understand? He's going to steal money. So we have what do you call it? We have traditional rulers who has to play to the gallery, because these people are being paid by the same governors. So you cannot stand against a man that is feeding you. So you see this man submitting to these governors, doing their bid, and then working with them. So how do you not expect him to work against the same man that is, or they may have interest on somebody that they feel that this person, after this governor, this other person is going to come in, then they start submitting to that man's will. And these politicians, like you and I, are using these boys, either directly or indirectly, to create havoc. Because let me tell you something, if we have a thriving society, a society that people are in peace, a society that people are progressing, you see that politicians will not be able to manipulate the people. So how do you manipulate the people? You make sure that they don't have adequate security. You make sure that they are hungry. So that when you come with those peanuts, they will accept it. They will look at you as a savior. So these politicians are purposefully, they are doing what they are doing so that our place cannot be in peace. If it's not in peace, it's to their own advantage. You and I know that. You understand what I'm saying? So everything that is being done or that is happening in Igbo land today is intentional. It is intentional. It's a calculated attempt. It's not by accident. We saw these things coming. You said it earlier. We saw this coming. We spoke against it because we knew that these boys are being used. They have no agenda for nobody. They are being used. They are part of the process of these particular criminals who call themselves politicians. So these boys are being used. We saw it coming. We know. And everything is being targeted on this so-called, because each time they have a big umbrella to carry, they will see problems, coming up. Look at it. It's not by accident. Look at what happened before Obasanjo became president. How it affected the Yorubas. We see this is a game that our people normally play. It is done everywhere. Now they are saying that they are going to give the East presidency. What do you expect? It stays like this. And then imagine a situation whereby why these things are escalating is that they have to open a prison yard, and over 1,000 inmates were released. And this includes those who are on death row, those who are in life imprisonment. You are talking about, if we say that there are innocent people there, maybe they are not up to 10. We are talking about people that have criminal intention, people that have criminal orientation. Now you release them into the street or into the community. What do you expect? What do you expect? We've not even seen anything yet, because many things are going to come up, because these boys, what do? They can't do any work. They don't have any, even if they have talent, they are not going to open any shop because they don't want to have direct contact with the society. So they have to build their own society. They have to create their own rules. So what are we expecting? What do we expect? And you know that it all happened in Owerri, in Imo State. So if they are living anywhere near Owerri or even inside Owerri, I believe that there are still so many places that these boys are settled that has not been located. So you don't expect peace or you don't expect calmness to come into a state like that. Even in the United States, if there is a prison break, the whole society will be at alert. But we are taking it as if it's nothing. But we are talking about people that have no conscience, people that can do evil without even, blinking an eye. And then you've released about hundreds of them into the community, and you expect the community to be in peace. There is a lot of things wrong with us. I told them, even when they called about this sit at home, I said to people that there are things you don't do. The more we try to correct them, the more they jump from one mistake to another mistake, the more they jump from one evil to another evil. Now, the highest thing you can do to an Igbo community is to stop the flow, the cycle of the market. The market days are important to us, spiritually, socially, and also politically, because there is no village that doesn't have their own market. But when you say that you are going to force the people to sit at home on every Monday, that means it's going to affect our market day. It's going to affect the K market day. As it rotates, it's going to affect Nkwo market day. It's going to affect the market day. And let me tell you something. I'm talking by experience. Ask people that knew about Afimo Gugumbise. There was a time they opened the market and some part of the market did not sell. People died. People died. I'm talking about, I don't want to say people died. And they knew that it was the implication. You don't interrupt the market. And each time these boys will come up with, I don't know whether to call it a stupid idea or a funny idea. They will come up with something, a suggestion that is hard for. You cannot stop the movement of Igbo market day. It affects, it takes life. They are undermining Igbo. The forces in the land have a way of reacting. Let me be very frank with you. They have a way of reacting. Don't be surprised that the effect of what they are doing now is going to last for 20 years. No matter how, it's not a political, you can bring a political solution, but it does not stop that way. It does not stop that way. These boys have encroached into areas they are not supposed to enter. And you are saying it, and because these are people that are not reasoning like you and I. They don't care what happens. They don't care what happens. And people don't know the implications, because most of these elderly people that think that they are building a life for their children, they will see that those children, they will not see it. That is why you see all these Azes being killed. Many of us are not blinking because they knew from the very beginning that there are things there are institutions you don't tamper with in Igbo land. And the market is one of it, because our life revolves on that. And even our forefathers say, oh, why? To tell you how important the market system is to us. It has everything. It's the whole Igbo cosmology, the whole Igbo philosophy is wrapped around the market day. And you want to tamper with it just because you have one stupid idea in your head, and just because they did it in Amazonia, it worked. Amazonia, is it Igbo land? Do you know what you are trading with? You can't play with fire and expect fire not to burn you. I told them, I said, I'm going to sit and watch. Let me see how this sit at home will help you people. Because when you start working against the land itself will start working against you. And it's a deliberate act. Because I know that these boys came to defy Igbo land. They came to insult the forces of the land. That is, they never did it. They said it from the beginning. And that was why when they came up with this concept of so-called one useless Biafra or whatever. If you are going to push a nation, you create a place for yourself. You cannot push a nation on a geographical place that people are occupying already. That land belongs to Igbos. So whatever idea that you are not seeing, you want to convince me that I should abandon. Do you know that these people Umuchu left their name, and people died, they had to go back to that name. And you are telling me that because somebody if you used Biafra in 67, how successful were you? Why didn't you succeed? Now you are not trying to impose the same thing. You see, well, people are not reasoning. Something somebody did some years ago and he did not see success. And you now want to implement the same system. How can you do the same thing and expect a different result? It doesn't work.
It's not possible.
It doesn't work. So we understand the implications. So we understand the
God.
implications. And I feel that we need to really call our people to order. We have young men who have been, brainwashed, and because they have this emotional thing, driving them, and yes, it's all about how they feel because the stories they've had. When you paint stories, and we have these criminals who are cashing in on this young man's emotion. Somebody that will tell him that your father died during the war, your father was killed, and your mother was raped. So these are traumas. But we also have criminals who have studied this situation, and they feel that it's about time they cash on this situation, and they're doing a good work at that. Look at it. Somebody gave a group of people that are doing nothing but bringing destruction to Ali, gave them 250 million, gave them another 250 million. What do you expect? How can they stop? And if we stop. So we have men who have promoted this evil. But all I say to them is this: there is nobody, mark my word, I'm saying it and I'll still repeat it. There is nobody that participated in any form or in any way. If you like, repent tomorrow. There is nobody that participated in the shedding of any innocent blood in Igbo land that will go free. He will not go free. His generation will not go free. I know the land I'm talking about, and I know the forces in the land, and are working. They are working. They are connected to their people. Anybody that have participated in any form, in any way, to bring to an end the life of an innocent Igbo person will never go free, and the generation will not go free. I'm not saying it as a cause. I'm telling you things that we have seen happen and played over and over and over again. You understand? I'm not saying it as a cause. I'm telling you what is going to happen. So maybe we will have a way of manipulate. You can manipulate the people, but not the land, not the forces of the land. So no matter what you do, you will pay the price. Go and ask. I know what I'm saying. No matter what you do, you will pay the price. So that is why I said, yes, our people are very stubborn, but our land used to be a peaceful land. The last experience we had was immediately after the war, that 3,000 people were killed in Asaba. The Igbos have never suffered the kind of action that we are seeing in the hand of this so-called ESN. And it was a game. The whole thing was a game for them to the reason why they are establishing it. Can you establish a people? How do you build from a place of destruction? I was telling people, I said, there is something totally wrong with this thing, and you people are not seeing it. No man builds from the place of destruction. You don't set your house on fire because you see a rat. It does not make any sense. How would now know that there is a rat in the house? How do we know? Or you see something in your an ant in your cloth, and you set yourself on fire? It does not make any sense. This is what we are doing, and we see it replaying, and people are supporting it. Intelligent is supporting it. How does it make sense? How does it really make sense? You understand? Setting the house on fire because of a rat. So we need to really educate our people, reorient our people, let them understand what it means to be an Igbo person. There are things you cannot change. It doesn't matter how you feel. It doesn't matter what you fill your head with. You cannot change who you are. You have nothing to do with any Biafra. You are an Igbo person. If you like, accept it. If you like, don't accept it. But that is what it is. And the point is this: we do not have we don't need to shrink ourselves or run into any hole. We do not have any political problem. These individuals who are exploiting our people, these are Igbo people, not outside people, who are exploiting our people, and they are now pushing the blame to people outside, pointing fingers into things that are not existing. We understand these things. It has nothing to do with anything. Nobody. Okay, now I want to ask you one question. We've been around. We've seen since the arrest of this young man. We have never heard about Fulani henchmen invading or attacking any village. So how did all of a sudden the whole thing? Is it a coincidence that Fulani henchmen have stopped attacking us? Is it a coincidence because there's no more person coming?
The videos that are coming out have shown us that they are people. They are the Biafra henchmen are the ones who've been doing it.
No,
like we've always known.
I'm coming. Yeah, what I'm saying is this: since we have not been able to see Because we used to see almost every 2, 3, 4 times a week, we will see village people, even old women, coming out to say that Fulani attack them. Now, times if you like to be deceived, you be deceived. It depends on what you want here. This that our people they are inching. If problem in Benue, in Kogi, and that does not mean experiencing. There's always communal misunderstanding.
We lost him. Is the network. So my brother is fine. Before I throw it to our brother and I will post the link. So people who have questions or contributions will join in. My brother, from what our brother is more from what you say, unmute yourself, please. From what he has said so far, what 1 or 2 points do you pick from his speech? Please carry on. Just use 5 minutes.
Everything he said is on point, very much on point. He came from that spiritual part of it, the implications. And it still boils down to what I said, in the beginning, that I am Igbo. I'm a Nigerian today because there's a gun in my head. If you take away that gun from my head, I wish to be Igbo. From the Republic of Igbo or the nation of Igbo. That's how good it sounds in my head. So bringing a Biafra is making the trouble double for me. Let me handle this one first. I am never Biafra, and I will never be a Biafra. My children won't be a Biafra. People do not know. But you couldn't just wake up one day and call you Biafra. All that played out was planned out to have you where you are today. Not just the Igbos, but the black race. Some of our young people that traveled out, I blame them seriously. Those, especially Igbos that traveled out of the country. You are the plague. You are the herdsmen killing Igbo land today. Contributing money and admonishing the young ones to go out there and cause mayhem in your land. Why? You are safe in another man's land. As he heard our brother, sorry, somebody called. As he heard our brother, there is cause and effect. All the evil you have meted on Igbo people is coming back to you. In Igbo spirituality, there's no forgiveness of sin. So don't think that tomorrow you look up in the sky, you kneel down, you tell Father, Father will tell Jesus. Jesus will forgive you. We don't play such games. The land has order, how it should be. You conform yourself to it. You don't bend the order. Politicians have tried. Where are they? An Igbo is as stubborn as Igbo man. So you can't just change an Igbo. The earlier, the better. Nnamdi Kanu, I tell who live, who die. I am the world leader, this and that. He's there chilling. Are you getting me? This is to tell you, am I still in? This is to tell you how an Igbo acts. An Igbo don't beg you to be good. He don't plead with you to be good. You just have to be good. Let Nnamdi Kanu reality teach you a lesson. For those of you expecting him to come back, it's not possible. He dare not even come back. If he comes back to that land, what he will see will be worse than what he's seen in the BSSL. So I know he prefers to be there. And as regards to going to the UK, there's no longer any UK for that criminal because their home security are also looking for him to bundle him into prison. In case you don't know. Free yourself from this whole madness of any Noah. In life, you work hard, you chop well. You work hard, you enjoy. Nobody's going to give you Biafra and you'll be extorting. Sure, let me tell you one thing. Hausa man cannot leave Nigeria. Even if they so wish. Yoruba man cannot leave Nigeria. Even if they so wish. Those that created this entity we are too powerful that you can't leave until they decide so. And they are not even thinking about it at all. What we have to do, the little they have given us, let us use it well. understanding that we are one people under the sun. Whenever I say this thing, one people under the sun, I'm talking about the black man, because you are the sun. Are you getting it? So let's stop the confusion. Now nobody's talking about Igbo presidency. That one backyard story. Because you don't use your hands, show to Nigeria, say you know if you lead Nigeria. If you dey chop yourself, you want me to chop the whole country. So right now, let Igbos pipe low and begin to do damage control, because the damage done too much. Thank you very much. Ijele, check your mic.
Sorry, our brother Okechukwu, please, do you have one or two things you want to add there before I bring on people that will make contributions and those that will ask questions? Please, 5-7 minutes.
Okay, thank you so much once again.
Please, before you go on, guys, I'm going to post a link here. That link, if you want to join our room with it, you can click on that link. It will bring you on here. So my brother, please carry on. Sorry for the interruption.
Yeah, thank you so much. Yeah, I want to come up with two proverbs. I had said one before. I said that nwata jekarịrị nna ya n'ije ga-agba ya bụ ije ụnụ. Nwata jekarịrị nna ya n'ije ga-agba ije ahụ ọ jere ụnụ, maka na ijesi ebe ị na-eje ichi ya taa azụ bidokwa n'isi. Gị na nna gị na-eje ije, isori ya ọ na-atụ ọkpa ya na-atụ na-eje. Inu ọzọ m chọrọ ịtụrụ unu bụ na ana Igbo si o metara ga-eji isi ya wee bu. No forgiveness, o metara buru. Ana Igbo na-asọ nsọ ọchụ, ekwugo m ya tie ka mkpu. Ana Igbo na-asọ nsọ igbu mmadụ so n'ife a na-akpọ alụ n'ana Igbo. Onye ọbụla bịara n'ana Igbo wee megide ihe wee lụọ nke igbu mmadụ ibe ya, ma ọ bụ onye mba, nwanne imelugo ana, so ị ga-eji isi gị wee pu. So na iji wee mechie okwu m, agwara m unu na enwerozi ihe dịka Biafra. Ọ bụrụ na ị na-eme expect na Biafra ga-emecha bịa, you are dreaming. Ụfọdụ ka ga na-aghọgbukwe unu. IPOB kewakwa aka unu ama mgbe IPOB bido wee keweba. O nwere mgbe a chụpụrụ ndị otu ndị achụpụrụ kedu afọ ha gasị. Unu ama mgbe a chụpụrụ Clifford yiri anya ha, ndị otu ha ya ma mmezu ha na ndị otu ha. Mgbe ahụ ka IPOB kewara. Asị yes, n'ọzọ ndị otu Nnamdi na Uchemefo na IPOB ekewegokwa. Kịta ejidere Nnamdi, IPOB ekewakwụgo. Nwanne ihe bụ ezigbo ihe esiri otu a dị. Onwero Biafra. I see. Ọ bụrụ na ị chọrọ ibelieve okwu m, jee were edewe na bank, mmecha anyị ga-eti ya taa azụ wee si na m kwuru ya. Were ya jee tinye na ngịga, debe ya n'elu uko. Onwero Biafra jekọ ịbịanụ anytime. No, never. Ihe a bụ ife eji asa unu isi, were ya na-anara unu ego, were ya na-egbu unu. So onwere ife dịka Biafra jekọ ịbịa. Nwanne jee chọọ ihe ị ga-alụ. Chee echiche mara ihe ị ga-alụ. Ọ bụrụ na ị mara otu ị ga-esi wee nyere onwe gị aka, seek for help. Sorry, I even go back to Igbo. So there is nothing like Biafra that is going to come at all. If you don't know what to do, ask for help. We shall help you and help you start something. So stop. Enough of all this nonsense and killing and noise. Enough of it. You understand? Enough of it. Come back from the bush. No sane person will tell you to leave your communities and run inside the bush and tell you in 14 days from now, something will begin to happen. That is when you should know that something is wrong in the head of that young man. He also opened his mouth and told you that everything in the bush is bushmeat. So if they see you in the bush, they will kill you and eat your meat. And that is what is happening. Nnamdi Kanu said it with his mouth. He said that everything in the bush, every animal in the bush is bushmeat.
Yes.
And now you are surprised that people are eating their fellow brothers. So I don't want to waste too much time. Please, we love you guys. We are saying whatever we are saying because we want a sane society in our Igbo land. You understand? So,
Yeah.
Ijele, I want to thank you so much. If you people would permit me, I will be watching. I want to go. You could see that some my brother's children are
No
coming.
problem. You've done more than enough. You've done more than
So
enough.
thank you so much. Eze Moiha Ichuku, I greet you so much. Eze X, I greet you. Henry that just came in, I greet you. And Ijele himself, I greet you. We're in this together, and our land must be sanitized. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, my brother, for giving us your time today, for blessing us with your words of wisdom. I appreciate your coming. I hope you join us some other time. And guys, we'll be doing more programs like this. It must not be only on Sundays, because Sundays people don't normally stay home. If we have done it during the week, it will get broader. But nevertheless, I hope we've done something great today. So, my brother, thank you so much for being a part of us today. I will let you go now, as we expect you to come back soon next. Thanks so much. My brother, I heard the team is there. Unmute yourself, please, my brother.
Yeah, sorry. Good morning, Ijele, and
Go on.
good morning to all the guests. And first, I will thank you for providing us the platform to talk to ourselves and talk among ourselves, and not, to discuss and not to talk ourselves at ourselves. The truth is, we need to begin to ask questions. The word Biafra has never profited us any good. The minute we all begin to own up to the reality, the better for us.
Yes.
Now, from 1967 to 1970, that was when Biafra existed. And there was no president. People, because there's so much discussions people are avoiding in this phase. It was only declared in that window of 1967 to 1970, and it came and gone. Now, fast forward to 2021, 1999, times have changed. There were regions who were part of the Biafra that today they are no longer interested.
Yes.
Which is, there's a complete shift. Nobody can hold any region that is part of Biafra. Most of them, they've migrated, they've left that ideology behind. And they are better off building, a better Nigeria. Now, the question is, why is the Southeast so keen on this? Now, I wish most of these guys gaslighting our environment can partake in such conversation. What do they really want? Is it good governance? Or they want to cause problems? Now, I am from, Umuahia. These guys promising us countries or promising their fellow us countries, let them ask themselves a question. Can any of them wake up that they can divide their local government without going through the political process?
Never.
Say, for example, now local government A, can Nnamdi Kanu or any of his IPOB echelon members or whatever wake up and say to his people that I am from this local government A, before the end of 2022, I guarantee you I will carve out a local government from local government A without subjecting himself to the political process?
Never.
If that is not the case, how do these guys think they can break up Nigeria without a political process? Now, I'm trying to touch, on top of my head, I'm just trying to touch because I know time is not our friend. Now, we've seen people that have the resources becoming part of the political process. First and foremost, Tinubu today, is reaching out, politicking, trying to negotiate, trying to crisscross the country. Someone like Tinubu knows for a fact that he cannot arm any militia group or any criminal gang to shoot guns and get himself the presidency, because it is never possible. The same thing applies to those contesting for governors. Now, let me use just the last election. They should look at those who contested as governors. These people, they have what it takes. But they know for a fact they cannot arm any group to destabilize Anambra State, that by causing havoc, by shooting guns, by kidnapping people, by beheading people, will make them become a governor of Anambra State. It is not possible. That is why they went through the political process. Soludo understands this. And Yuba understands this. Ifan Yuba understands this. Dr. Patrick understands this. So why are people trying to cause problem? The simple thing is, whoever is promising you anything as getting you a country, which they are not even promising, they are not going anything towards that direction. You don't arm a people. I've seen videos that broke me down. And people are still making excuses. Now, these elderly men, they could be my father. They could be my uncle. Do these people understand the problem they are creating in our environment? Very soon, people begin to ask for retaliation. Let them remember the faces of those men. They have communities. People can identify them. Who arms a group of people that you want to get a country? Where is it done? What is the intention? Now, all these people who has been sympathizing with them, now that these videos are out there, do they still stand the same ground, giving these guys their sympathy? For me, the only solution is this. The federal government, the state government should employ full kinetic approach.
Immediately.
There's no rehabilitation in this. There's no political solution in this. Yes. The law should take its course and full kinetic approach. You see, now I come to appreciate the likes of Governor Nyesom Wike of Rivers State.
Yes.
Most of these people, they blackmailed him. He's killing Igbo. He's killing his people. He's not, No, he knew these guys were a danger. And at the earliest stage, he used the kinetic approach against them. Because a state like Rivers State, they've experienced so much intra-ethnic crisis in that state that they know what it means, and they don't want to give chance for any of such. Even that today, some communities in Emoha is deserted, not by any other person, but by the community themselves due to communal clashes. Now, we know, at least during the days of this guy, Don Wami, when he became so much of a pain on the government, Wike chased him bomber to bomber that, he was caught outside of Rivers State. Now, these guys, my brother, I just wish the government would employ the full strength of kinetic approach.
Immediately.
There is no sympathy in this. This is not about killing your own people. We've seen so much. Okay, now look at the girls that were, kidnapped. Their trauma.
That was raped. The girl was raped. Wait, let me even play it, please. Let me play that one. I forgot to play it when just these people that are supporting Igbo. I just want you to hear what you are supporting. Okay, I want to confront you to your face with your evil, the evil you are supporting. Now, hear this girl out. Hear this girl. This thing is on my page on Undiluted Truth.
Arrested us since Wednesday. So she didn't put us inside one room like that. There are 5 girls. So some they bottom, some they beat up, some they even choke their the penis, their night. So they naked us, they video us, everything, they beat us in the night. So in the morning, it's hope we are going to go back in the morning. Since that time, I've been inside that place. So on Sunday, I'm supposed to go home. So they said that there's lockdown. So even give me warning, so my transport, so I will go. So they said that on Sunday there's lockdown. So I now said, okay, Tuesday, I should go home. before they cut me inside room. So one their commander tried to rape me this morning. Before he heard the gunshots and he ran away. I was the only one inside. They asked me to join them. I said no, I cannot. I cannot kill my fellow human being for nothing.
So can you just narrate the what kind of
Guys, did you hear what happened there? That even their commander,
yesterday afternoon,
even their commander wanted to rape her. If not for the intervention of the security forces that came, they would have raped this girl. My brother, is like 1 minute more. We'll finish it in next 1 minute. So you continue.
Killed one army man, and this man here, they kidnapped him in the night with one fair man there. So they kidnapped them. They killed some. That day we came, they showed us on my head that if we tell government anything about this case, that they're going to cut off our head.
What else did they do?
They beat us. They even kill human being. Kill them, roast the woman being. I don't know anything. There are plenty. I cannot count. There are plenty. Both ladies, both kids. Many people. I cannot explain.
Well, they came to our local government on Saturday.
Now, this is one of the traditional rulers they kidnapped at Okigwe. This is one of them speaking right now.
Picked two of the traditional rulers and two other young boys took us to that place. So unfortunately, one of the traditional rulers no more. And by God's grace here, I want to thank His Excellency for prompt action and thank the gallant security operators who came timely to rescue us.
Following the incessant kidnappings we witnessed in Imo State recently, the state governor gave a marching order to security agencies to stem the tide of kidnapping so that people can come home and enjoy Christmas.
My people, my brother, at least you heard what this man said. All these things, like some of you that are lying, covering for these people, may the condition of that girl that was freed be better than those of your sisters, your female cousins, your mothers, your aunts, any female are in your home. May their conditions be worse than the condition of this girl. You see the pain of somebody. These are ordinary individuals suffering. You say you are for Igbo people. That girl suffering is an Igbo girl. The people they killed are Igbo people. All the ones they stole their vehicles, killed them so they don't go outside and tell people who stole their vehicles. The blood is on you people. My brother, please, I want you to use like 3 or 4 minutes to wrap up this thing, and I will bring people here. I will even want you to help answer some questions because I can see some people in the studio. I will begin to bring them on. Please carry on.
Yes, once again, I've always preferred a solution. I know it may sound absurd, but the government needs to begin to focus on the center of gravity. Just arresting these guys in Nigeria is not enough. They need to go after every of their known members in diaspora. If they want their details, it can be cataloged and given to them. Nigeria as a country has that soft skill, has that diplomatic ties that they can begin to go after every one of these guys. If you see, the problem is this. In Nigeria, everything for us is seen from ethnic lens. A criminal or crime does not know ethnicity. Personally, in 2017, it's just by the grace of God that my kid sister, she's still alive today. She was kidnapped in Lagos by only one chance. These were Igbo-speaking men and women. I was in Nigeria as they finished her account. You can imagine where they held somebody against her wish, made her to disclose a PIN number, and they took time to withdraw to the last kobo in that account. These are not Fulanis. These are not Yorubas. These are Ndi Igbo Ibem. I'm not saying any tribe. You know, I've always said, let's fight the crime, not the tribe. I can't forget that day, the 19th of August or the 20th of August, 2017. It was on a Sunday. I was broken. The only thing that was going through my head, if she was killed and her dead body dumped in a ditch, what would be the trauma? Not knowing disclosure, not even finding her remains. Now I put myself in the position of most family members whose their loved ones were thrown into that pit, you know, roasted beyond recognition. This is trauma for them. Losing a loved one is heartbreaking. Not even knowing where to find their remains. You can't live with that. Nobody prays for that. And this is what these people are putting families through. What we are saying here is reality. It's not about fighting your people. Even before we got to this dimension of insecurity, there has been insecurity in Igbo land. During the days of Peter Obi, how many kidnappers did their properties were demolished? The person that Evans arrested, kidnapped, sorry, and extorted $420,000 from is an Igbo man. When do we begin to understand we have criminals in our midst? Say, for example, today, if I have any reason to visit Cross River State, I am driving on the good road. That is the dividends of good governance. If I happen to be in Aba today, I will drive on bad road. That is what? Bad governance. So let us understand this. Let us stop taking side with criminal elements. Now, the bandits, the Boko Haram, they do not ask people which ethnicity are you, or your religion, or your faith. Once you know you're on their way of, you know, they fall a victim, you fall a victim. It's a question of when. And I'm heartbroken because people are not seeing these things. Even till today, people are still trying to make excuses for these videos that are out there. What is the crime of the traditional rulers? That young girl, what is her crime? She's been traumatized for life. We've lost people. What are their crimes? I wish the federal government can take my position, if we are possible. They need to look at the center of gravity. Umada Highway, every one of them. They, at least I know all the country asks for evidence. Simon Ekpa, Ikenga, every one of them. And for those of them contributing their money, you are contributing monies for your own people to be killed. Be it bad governance, be it you're talking about secession or self-determination, everything is a political process. Get on the side of politics, contest election, win election, so that you can have that legitimate political power to, you know, deliver good governance. At the end of the day, how did we get to this point that we've lost value for the sanctity and the sacrilege of life? These people are committing sacrilege. That children are bold enough to point guns on their elders, on their fathers. And these videos are not even, you can even see their dialect.
This is their dialect. It's not hidden. It's not hidden.
Now, is this the way forward? You know, and people are still here making excuses for them. Credits to all these people who has been encouraging them to kill their traditional rulers. I see no reason why Efe should be walking free in the streets of Italy. The government needs to identify these people and begin. You see the difference between Nigeria and other countries. Ghana will not tolerate this. United States of America has a law. If they consider you a threat to their national security, they will go after that individual no matter where they are. The same thing as United Kingdom. What they need to do, let them just form a special unit to go after these guys who have diplomatic ties in every country they are. Nobody is more powerful than a country. This is what people don't know. Nobody is more powerful than a country. Where is that political will? Today, the North is crying, the North is bleeding. How did it not get to that point? Because people are making excuses. Because people kept mute. Today, can Erofai say the same thing he was saying in 2016? Where is the governor of Bauchi? These are people that put the North in that position. Condemn evil when it's evil. Don't wait till you get to your doorstep. Today, people are crying, they notice bleeding. But previously, where are those people making excuses? It's cattle route, it's cattle colony. How long these guys want to ruin our... For example, who should be happy what is happening? Today, our elders cannot stay peaceful in the villages anymore. People are abandoning their villages. And you see people contributing money for arms and bullets to go and do what? To start kidnapping your elders? To start kidnapping your women? To start terrorizing everywhere? If, for goodness sake, if the issue is about governance, then politics is the way forward. But if it's not about governance, then it's all about criminality. You know, my brother, thank you so much for all you're doing. And for everyone who is supporting this evil, know that the blood of these people on their hands. I mean, I cannot believe in 2021 this is happening. And no wonder when Nnamdi Kanu was out there, he was bragging that as the leader of IPOB, you know, he's a very powerful man. He can determine who lives or die. Now, these are the evidence. Is this the sort of society we are trying to build? Is it the sort of country we are trying to build? If I have a different political opinion, should that make me should that endanger my life? The answer is no. You are entitled to your opinion politically. I'm entitled to my opinion politically. And we should learn how to engage and have a conversation and a discussion. Thank you, my brother. I'll stand by.
Well done, my brother. I want to bring some people. I would have loved it if you had the time to, help, because I want people to ask questions. I want to bring some people here so we can ask them questions. Let me see. The very first person that was here is Ozioma. Let me bring Ozioma. Oh, even our brother Ezemo is in the studio, but I will soon add him to the stream. Okay, let me add Ozioma to the stream.
Hello, Ijele.
Welcome.
Can you hear me very well?
I can hear you. Go on.
Thank you very much. I really appreciate you for bringing me up in this program.
My pleasure.
I've been trying to speak and give a support on this issue, what is going on in our land. So I thank God today I have the opportunity to speak. First of all, I want to appreciate you, all of you guys that have been making all these efforts to make sure there is peace in our land. Number one is this. See, what we have to know that anybody that is innocent, God always fights for him. Number one thing we have to do is it's high time for us to start apologizing for Fulani people. Because those people, they are very innocent. God is just fighting for them. I know many countries, many tribes, people have bad people and also have good people. But Fulani people, honestly, they are very, very innocent in terms of calling their names. They are the people killing us. Because number one, I could remember when I was a kid, when I was small, when I was living in our street in Aba. Our people, they are the people during the Christmas time, they are the people that all the landlord will bring to be the gate man. Even during December period, everybody will going home. But I don't know why those people, we love them. They give us food, they give us everything. We don't have any issue with them. But as times goes on, this man, Nnamdi Kanu, Igbo, maybe share. So number one, time a rolling by the apologize for for destroying their name. Number one. Number two is this. People need to reason. And when one video I listened, they said Nelly, that woman Nelly, they want 25 million. They want 25 million. So Nelly did 100 and something million for private jet. Number one question, all these bingo question. After that private jet, kede ebage bute ya, kede ndi like elebage ship ya, kede e ship we elebage receive ya. So couldn't they get receive here? All those ones they have been talking about bringing ammunition ejalo. So release here now. Elena, which place? Can they back in the get release here?
Yeah.
So they have been deceiving our people. They have been deceiving our people. So all these things, yeah, we had time. The first thing I gave me, the first thing people gave me, Ibidona, Taklowa, people that is in diaspora. Those people, ndane put this fire na Igbo. All this Omada, all this in Semahacha. I put those people na hand all this thing. Ma Elena, where I forgot his name. A lot of them that is in diaspora. This is high time for them to start getting their informations. Because when they highlight their informations, if you don't bring one down the same way you bring their leader down here.
Yeah.
So these people they are putting okay, let me just say this before I leave. Where I come from Umunoch. My father happens to have acres of land, which is now I'm an outside country. So I'm not gonna stay here in this country, forever in my life. I need to invest some things.
Yeah.
So my father won acres of land in the village. And that particular place, enjoy my father, how are we gonna go and see those land whenever I come back? And I want some that now. They cannot go there. If you want to go there, have to call police. Which Fulani? Now ask me, all this ESN Hane which people, LA village, just go to other villages. Okay, I want to Fulani no na Nimoha village. Okay, LA the ESN. So how when ESN? Now my father cannot go to our land so that I get Enrique secure. Yeah. So all these things now lies. When any single ESN or plan, number one, how could she think about that? This ESN uniform formula, who endorses it?
Yes.
Who endorses it in our Eastern governors? Nobody. So this is just a terrorist group, which people have to understand. So because Ijele, you have tried so much, all of you that have been helping us. You guys are awesome. I appreciate you guys so much.
Thank you, my brother.
My contribution, first contribution, this time for us to start apologizing for Fulani people. Because those people, God is fighting for them. They are innocent.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you, my brother, for a wonderful contribution. I hope to see you later. We have our brother Musa Saleh. After Musa Saleh, I will bring Onyis out. After Musa Saleh, then Ezemo will join us properly. So he will give us his last words for like 15-20 minutes.
Yeah.
Hello.
Hello, Mr. Ejile.
Hello, my brother. How are you?
I'm fine. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
My warmly regards to Mr. Harry Chimeze. Honestly, I don't know the kind of words I'm going to use.
Go on. We've lost Musa Saleh. Ezemo, unmute your mic. Yeah, I hope you've been hearing what we've been saying here and our guests. Please, we want you to jump in and give us your take on what you have discussed so far.
Okay. Before I start, I think there was somebody that called me now. Maybe the people are watching, and he said, "Why am I upset about Kanu?" And I was like asking myself, "Are you really serious?" You know, yeah. I asked myself, I said, "Are you really serious?" Because we have people who have. I think the same guy is here now. We have people who are not just confused, but they are part of the problem. And when a man begin to see things, because this is their cheap blackmails, what they use to hold people down. You can't just blackmail me to shorten up or seeing evil and overlook it because of what you say. Who cares about what you say? Go to hell with your thought. If your thought is rubbish, then I don't need it. What we are talking about is how to move forward, how to bring about this peace and conducive atmosphere for our people so that we can. The Igbo man is not asking you to give him money. He's not asking you to give him anything, but just allow him to operate freely and comfortably. That is what we are asking for. So, but this young man have come to bring. He said in his own word. I'm not quoting anybody. I listened to him. This is a man that said that he's going to make Ali Igbo worse than Somalia. And now we have this kind of problem, and people are pointing hands elsewhere. Somebody that told you that he's going to bring mayhem, kill this and kill that, and those people are dropping dead, and we are pointing our hands elsewhere. What is wrong with us? Why are we behaving like fools? Nobody is creating anything. What we are saying is things that has been said, and a confirmation of it is the putting it into action. And you are seeing the result of what has been said that it will happen. He didn't say somebody else will bring. He said, I will make Ali Igbo like Somalia. And Ali Igbo is becoming worse than Somalia. And then we are complaining. We are talking about it's not these people, it's not them. So I don't know. At times I ask myself, is these people, are they for real? Because somebody said he was going to do something, and you are here trying to give us reasons why he's not the person that says he's going to do it. Remember, there is a proverb in Igbo land that if a child, a newborn baby dies, if they hear the cry of a bird in the night, and eventually the newborn baby dies, they will point their fingers at the witch. Now, what they are trying to say is this: no matter what it is, it does not matter who has brought the fight to Igbo. For the fact that Nnamdi Kanu has presented himself and said he was going to do just this. However, no matter how you look at it, he is fully involved in whatever that's happening in Igbo land. And we cannot just dismiss it because we are saying he's not involved. He said, not me, that he was going to bring Somalia. And what we are seeing now is a replica of what is happening in Somalia. So we are seeing it, and it's playing before our very eyes. Now, what I will tell our young men is this. Like I've said it before, there is nothing you do in Igbo land that you will get away with it. There is nothing you will do in Igbo land that you will get away with it. If you do good, good will always visit you and your household. If you do evil, evil will always visit you and your household. And then if you take away a life, first of all, if you already have a family, all of them are going to drop and die mysteriously. And you yourself will never, in fact, your lineage will close. If you take away a life, an innocent life, then how much more when you kill a community? Because these young men have wasted generation of Igbos. We are talking about saving the life of a man that has led a group of people that have wasted Igbos. Are these people that they killed, are they not Igbo people? Don't they share our blood? Are they not part of us? If we are going to save just one person, then why must we waste so many lives? Does his life worth more than the life of the other people that died? We've seen a video, the video you showed, where old men are being pointed gun, and they are telling them that you will die. So that means they've been killing before. So it's not a new thing. So the people they are killing, are they not Igbo people? Why are we this stupid and blinded that we are looking at one direction? Before it was Fulani killing us. Now it is the federal government that have sent terrorists in uniform to kill us. Now it is so Uzodema and these people killing us. Why are we looking for people that will point at? Like I told you, it's all about taking responsibility. The Igbo youths have to wake up. Leave your kings, leave the so-called Eze and Igbo Eze alone, because they've been bought over. They are being paid by the federal government. The youths have to defend themselves and defend their community. The same way we are fighting in Burumiri, we have to use that way to fight the bad eggs amongst us. We cannot be allowing people to kill our own people. These people they are killing are people that have future, people that are going to be our leaders tomorrow. So why are we allowing them to die? Look at our girls going through such traumas. A girl telling you that she was raped by the same people that is supposed to be her friend, by the same people that are supposed to be her family, by the same people that are supposed to protect her. She's being raped. So he told me that, do you know the atrocities that are committed by Biafran soldiers in the Biafran war? And the woman was telling me how many people were raped during the Biafran war. Biafran soldiers, not by Nigerian soldiers. So what are we talking about? Why is it that we think we want to paint a picture of we come to protect our people when we have come to feed on their ignorance and deal with them and use them as a scapegoat. These are people, they have nothing. Okay, since they've established the so-called ESN, they've been operating only in Igbo land. I told them, I said, if you have grievances with the government and you feel you have got the power, what stops you from going to Abuja? You don't need a visa to go there. You don't need a visa to go there. Show us what you can do. So I'm not encouraging you to go and attack the government, but I am saying that these people are feeding on our ignorance, using us to achieve what they want to achieve. Whatever it is that they're doing, it is bringing only destruction and death. And we don't need that. It's about time we step up as what we did in Boys Oye. It has been done before. When Bakassi became a problem to us, we know what we did to Bakassi boys, and the whole thing died. So it's about time we rise again and do that which we are known of. So that this nonsense will have to stop and stop once and for all. It's as simple as that. It is we that will stop it, not the government. We have to rise. As a people, we have to rise. We've done that before. We've done it. We have similar cases in the past. Because if we don't do this, the land is crying. The land is crying. The land is crying. It's shedding tears. And we need to rise as a people and work against these forces that is working against our people. So for now, I think so far, Ejila, I have to thank you for giving me the opportunity to speak. And I want an Igbo person or anybody that is Igbo, whether you're a woman or a man, to understand what makes you an Igbo person. Igbo is not just a tribe. We are not just a race. Igbo is an ideology. It's a philosophy. It's everything you can think of. It's a civilization. And if you don't understand it, you want to replace it with something else. So I need our people to understand that in Igbo, man is the beauty of life. We celebrate life. We don't take away life. We don't destroy life. We celebrate life. That is what the Igbos are known for. We celebrate life. And it's very disturbing. I mean, it's a shameful thing that we have turned our life to become people who not only kill life, but we eat. You see our people roasting and eating their fellow human being. It is not part of who we are. It is not part of who we are. We are people that value life, celebrate life. We are known for this. We have lived, we have departed from that concept of celebrating life. We are now destroying life, and it is bad. Please, our people, we need to be conscious. We need to be conscious of where we are matching our feet, who we are following, and what we are listening to. If you are an Igbo person, life should be precious to you. Your life and the life of the person that is standing by you. It doesn't matter who that person is. So we have to bring back that culture of celebration of life. So that is all I have to say. Like I said, stay safe and stay away from trouble. Don't be manipulated. Don't allow anybody to, emotionally convince you to be part of a destructive team. That is not what you need to be. You have to build, and we are you don't build from a place of destruction. You have to build from a place of giving, or a place of life. That is a place of love. You don't build from a place of destruction. So I have to leave the people for now. Ijele, I appreciate you inviting me.
Thank you, my brother, for your wonderful contribution. I thank you for your wonderful contribution. And our brothers and sisters, if you want to check it out, that is the name Ezembo Ihani Chukwu Anyanwu. You can look him up on Facebook, you can look him up on Twitter, look him up on all the social media handles he's using. It's still the same name. My brother, I thank you so much for a wonderful contribution, and my regards to your wonderful family.
Thank you.
Well done, my brother. I appreciate. My brother Musa Saleh, Mohammed Amin. Thank you and welcome to the
program. Thank you, Mr. G. Hello, can you hear me? Hello? Okay, thank you for giving the opportunity to speak on. Honestly, I don't know the kind of words I'm going to use to press you or to congratulate you or to salute you. It has been an endless effort by you to see that you liberate the mindset of your people from these riffraffs. They call themselves IPOB. With the destruction they are bringing to Southeast is very, very unfortunate and uncalled for. God Almighty will bear us the witness that we have done our best to see we liberate them, we make them understand that the way they are going is very, very wrong and is only going to bring destruction to the southeast of southeast people. That is Mr. Ejili. I believe if you want to buy a car, there's a process you ought to follow before you get that car. Number one, the first step you ought to take is to gather the money or have an account that you.
This network is really disturbing. Let me bring on our brother Azukoni. I'm adding Azukoni to the stream. Hello, welcome to the program. Hello. Hello, welcome to the program. Azukoni. Welcome. Down. It's not very loud. Yeah, I can hear you now.
Hello?
Yes, I can hear you. I can hear you.
Hello?
Hello, yes, I can hear you. Can you hear me? I can hear you. Azuka, you have to join us back. I think it's from your connection. So, my brother, Henry Chimeze, I hope you've been following. Please, I want you to wrap it up for us now because you are at the 2 hours and 21 minutes right now. Please wrap it up for us. Then let's see if we can get one more guest before we close.
The truth remains the truth. You know, at the end of the day, no society, no community deserves making a bad situation worse. The bad situation we had was, governance. You know, people running away with the circumstantial evidence of Fulani insecurity. You know, our mothers cannot go to the farm, and you know, the likes of such narrative. But now the reality before us is they've made it worse. That not longer that, you know, the affected communities, our people cannot go to the farm, our people are actually now deserting the community. Not because of the Fulani Marudas. I'm not trying to, you know, talk against any tribe. I'm trying to paint a picture of the narrative. Not because of the Fulani headers overrun the community. No. Because of the inhabitants of the community have set themselves upon the community that the weak and those who are not part of their cannibalism have to run for their lives.
Yes.
This is how they've made a bad situation worse. And you know, it is something that no one should fold their arms and watch. And to the governor of Imo State, I commend his efforts. Why I commend his effort? If you listen to this guy's blackmail and the blackmail of the, you know, few minorities who only see things sentimentally, the governor would even take his leg off the pedal. And these guys will be having a field day. Today, if these things, you know, were not made open, what will be the story? I could remember the early days. Oh, most people, even on social media, you know, different platforms talking, the governor, Hopus Odema is bringing in the military to kill their people. No, he is trying to flush out the criminals in his state. You see, we need to understand this. These governors, they are not just governors, they have first-hand security information and briefing. Yes, Nigeria as a country has its own lapses and weaknesses. And no country is perfect, by the way. I'll give an example today. There are so many criminals in the United Kingdom that are on the run, though their crime may relate to, you know, trying to saturate the place with drugs. Okay, now, due to the level of influx of hard drugs, now they have special naval units across the coastal region. You're talking about Southampton, Liverpool. Do they know how many yachts that have been intercepted, loaded with cocaine, that if it flood the street of United Kingdom, then it will become a problem? The same way the American government, they have a military submarine. People need to go and Google the video. You know, running after these drug cartels, trying to bring in drugs. This is submarine tracking the ship. Just like, kudos again to the Nigerian Navy, I think that was in Lagos, that they arrested a vessel carrying cocaine. What am I trying to say? Every country faces challenges, but we need to put national interest first. Today, these communities that are suffering from the presence of these guys, they did not wish for it. It wasn't selective. These are a group of criminals that has simply, harnessed to cause havoc and to cause terror. And when people are crying out, they are crying out for a reason. Now, most of those people that have deserted their communities, not everyone have a second home. Not every family can afford to relocate. Where do you want them to go and stay? My brother, the truth is, the government needs to do more. In the sense that they now need to take the fight to the center of gravity. Not until they begin to, arrest most of these guys in diaspora, gaslighting our environment, this nonsense will continue, and it will become a sound warning to any other group of persons who feel that because they are outside of the country, it gives you the advantage to guide the environment. Ghana as a country, Togo, I discussed once with the Togolese. He said, listen, Togo will not tolerate this. And these are countries that will have more, we, in terms of governance, we should say we can do better. Ghana will not tolerate this. Every country have their own challenges. Gambia will not tolerate this. So why should the Nigerian government sit down and watch these guys? At the end of the day, lives and property comes first. Nobody, first and foremost, nobody's against anybody asking for self-determination or succeeding, but do it rightfully and do not use that to float a militia group. Do not use that as an avenue to terrorize your own people. It shouldn't be the case. It shouldn't be the case. Thank you so much, my brother, for all you're doing. Thank you so much.
Thank you, my brother. Henry Chima is there. Azuka Onyeka, we are waiting for you. Sorry, we've been waiting to connect with you, but the connection was bad. So carry on. Go ahead.
Okay, Mr. Ijele, I thank you very much for the opportunity. It has been a long time. But let me just speak my contribution in Igbo language so that I can be able to narrate and say all I have to say. Now, o nwere egwu mgbe m pere mpe m na-agụ akwụkwọ early 80s in my primary school. O nwere ndị gụrụ egwu na baa say that na onye zuru ohi bụ ọgaranya echie ya echi na ụmụnna ya asị ya gaba n'ihu. I don't know, you may be familiar with that song. An Igbo boy has had this problem. An Igbo boy has had this problem. I ain't going to for way long time. That na ya have if ojo. I had that bonyojo, say I know no bonyojo, now we're back on if ojo. And the only it continue happening up until date, Monagana Bononia, because no there some group of people like Eba Mohiana na Korea, and we're ending a kaka de Berahia, or Eba, Madia Bolo, you plan yourself from the scratch. You understand me? But try, bombo ka ị ga-esi wee kpokọta onwe gị ọrụ na ebe a ịrụ ọrụ mana most of them na-abịa ebe a fa ha arụ ọrụ ifefa na ebe a bụ ịka kaadị asị gị ife na-aza gị weta aza ma ndị na-azụ mkpụrụ mmiri na-ewebata mkpụrụ mmebe ma ndị na-azụ igbo ma ndị na-eme all kinds of illicit business here ịghọtago. Now there was a group bụ ndị nọ n'ogbe ebe m nọ, a peaceful ogbe ebe m nọ, m chọkwadoro ka nje confront ọhụ otu ụbọchị ịghọtago. Mụ na my friend na-ekwu okwu ya, I wanted to go and confront them. But ụmụ oyi nwoke mụ na ya na-abụ na-ekwu m si na mmejegwa ndị a ka ha si ebe a pụọ ha emezi n'ụdị ife a ọkpọ m si m hapụ n'ụfa ọgbasara m na ọgbasara m is the problem that we are having in our Igbo and is killing us in the sense that na onwe onye na-eme ife ọjọọ even back in our home na a na-egbu onye ọma na be anyị kịta na Igbo. So akwa anyị na-ebe na it is just the beginning unless na ya gbadoro ọkpa to solve the root cause of the problem. And the root cause of the problem, if so that it will stop. South Korea, self-policing. Everyone has to watch everybody. As you are watching me, so am I watching you. You understand me? Nobody will go contrary to the law and the tradition of the land. We keep one principle. Igbo is going back etu ngụrụ akwụkwọ early 70s etu anyị Igbo do back then ka ọ dịkwa now hapụ na enwere some few places nwere some small development but etu anyị si agba mbọ asa na race a na-anụ afọ anyị si rụgasị ụlọ outside place anyị Igbo supposed to be ebe ndị other tribes ga-abịa na-achọ ihe ha ga-eri. You understand me? Instead development I can underdevelop among every other state nọ na Nigeria because you know why anyị na-eme ife ọjọọ anyị na-egbu ndị ọjọọ. We are killing good people in our midst. And if you now, look at the video that you shared. My mom called Nnamdi Kanu sympathizer. I was able to talk her out of it. Oh, today, because I learned how to download some, when they use the iPhone, I learned how to download some of those Facebook videos and send to her on WhatsApp in order for her to watch. You got to go. You watch the video, one of those bingos who were a traditional ruler. And if you watch that man an upright man. You got to go because no sympathize if they for job they wouldn't have bring him that far and torture him the way that they tortured him.
Of course.
You got to go. But that man Abugi their sympathizer. That was why they humiliated and intimidated the man the way they did. You got to go that kind of a thing. So what am I saying? If you watch this IPOB, if you are against them trying to share light in what they are doing, their plans to eliminate you, and it has been happening like that for a way long time. Onye jerori, nabai na abumadu jori, zori atoyanga, oputo dike, anatu egwu asi na onye abu dike. Mana back in those days, oge mperempe, onye jerori mbonye melaro, it's just like an outcast in obodo because ahu ya aji oyi. Mana keta onye ne jori nabai na ewereze mozo na aga n'ilo. These are just the problem that we are having. Unless we start telling ourselves the truth, just like Ezemo said. Only fee for job, call it for job out. I'm battling it with them any place above and nor. And we're one of my friends in share unnecessary IPOB propagandist news honey share na Facebook. I'm going to share to me the other day. But I say, I wouldn't want you to send this kind of thing personally to me anymore. Actually, a serious warning. So I don't do that again. You understand me? Now, I'm not in Nigeria. I'm going to you got to go. I'm problem. I'm going to need some herbs to get treat here. You got to go. I wouldn't want to call his name. Yeah, and address somebody that meet in Oka or not a so that he will be okay. And Manoya not in Nigeria, baby, what's on there? Naba. Lotta back here. When he came here and asked me, I'm saying, no, you are just scared of heroin. It is scared of it is scared of that is why you cannot move freely. That is why you cannot move around. Nigeria. Nigeria. And I am an upright man. I walk around and move around. And a man not in a seat. I got to me barry. They were talking about Biafra, say Biafra, and say Fulani said, only he Biafra Merono. How to do politics, Biafra number one. An Igbo man doesn't talk about politics. I can APC with the savior of Igbo man to talk about politics on how to fix Igbo nation, Igbo race. Oh, APC be because they have not been getting platter on the gold. It has to really their cake free, just like PDP is dashing them. You got to go. Some individual, just like here for Guregu, they will go pick a man with low mentality and 1 million naira bribe to become an up high position. Now where is there 100,000 now bribe some people? This is what APC is manipulating Igbo for a very long time. And I thank God that APC stood now, and they break up all those.
Let there be competition.
Let there be competition. Let there be competition. Thank you. I am one of your posts to Kineku the other time that now the West, the Tinubu is trying to bring the West together in one umbrella. The Southwest in one umbrella. You understand me? Introducing a particular party for them that now it is not the party that you belong that matters. It is the ability for you to run the development and the current infrastructure needed in the modern days in order to move a nation or a state forward where we need. It doesn't matter if you are in PDP, APC, or whichever party that you are. And an Igbo man is still far from that particular ideology that may have a way forward in our land. Oh, a very, very shameful thing. Even with the names I talk about this and the kind of issue now. Can you say, hey, well, and what do you hear on Igbo myself? Most of us. To be honestly truth, and we program email and talking, when you talk about an IQ, an intelligent quantum of every average Igbo man supposed to be tested, and when most of us never hear anything on our easy, I was a wipe from our mystic. I'm on IFA. I'm on IFA plan. You understand me? Israel, Fajebe Israel, because most of them they are IQ do very low, beyond human level. In our midst. So my own earnest contribution, let us see evil. You're one of your program. Let us see evil and say this is evil, no matter how it is. Yes. And I love your boldness and the courage. The way you stood with them at the airport the other day, they're gonna hand you. My brother, I commend you. The Kanu Patakwan and the Kanu Napata, the Manafana roll about had the muddy seven, Hana Chichin ta. Mbepuran the Gapatala Homola. Nana, this guy man me pota. This guy man me pota. I will be among the people who say, Kedi ihe me here. What is actually happening? Until you made a program, until you had a program, you made a program that give me a strong heart upon today. That is either he is hanged, sentenced in life imprisonment, or 75 years, in whichever way he is going to die, he is going to die in prison. Whichever way. So I commend Ringi very well. And every day in my own circle, I always keep telling people that we should forget about looking at Buhari left ear, right ear, and his El Sudan and all these things. That we should forget about it. El Sudan or another place. I thank God. In this platform, we are able to know that now every Nigerian knows the date in which every state governor comes to collect their state allocation from the federal government. And no governor in any state in Nigeria can be able to say that the money is being given to them. So originally, everything is open to us now. So looking at Buhari left here, as long as I know what my state allocation, let him remain there. You understand me? At least let my state get their location and develop their place. And I thank you very much. I said the ancestors and the gods of our land will not keep somebody like you. You understand me? You will live long. And the truth which you establish now fearlessly, like a lion, you understand me? It's going to like an infection to most people. Let me use this language because now the courage you were now has infected me. Now one courageous, telling people that you understand me. So as you are courage enough and woken enough to wake other people up, I'm among the people who are woken up by you, and I pray that the gods of our land will always protect you and guide you.
You say one day I just no, that one day that was a good contribution. That was please, I'm trying to send this thing to our sister Blessdom. I want to send our sister Blessdom the link. My people, we have so much intelligent and smart guests. I think we need to bring our brother Musa Saleh back on before we wait for our sister Blessdom. Hello, my brother, welcome back.
Yeah, Mr. Ejile.
Welcome.
Yeah, as I was saying, if you want to buy a car, there is a process you ought to follow before you can be able to acquire the car. So it shows you all this evidence that have been emanating these days. It has shown the people that IBOB or ESN, the riffraffs, are not there for the happiness and the betterment of the life of the people in Southeast. They are only there to kill them and to instill fear in the mindset of the people. Why do I say so? If they really care about the betterment of life in Southeast, it means, are they going to wait till when Biafra comes? Can anybody be happy? Why can't you start from the little you have? For example, I have been saying this time without number. How many schools have they built? How many hospitals have they built? How many households have they helped? How many youths have they offered a job to survive? How many? Those that died or lose their life, how many of their family members have the IPOB helped since the inspection of these shenanigans? It shows you I will show the people of the Southeast that these people are not only there for the betterment of their land. No, they are there to kill them. As I've said there before yesterday, Mr. Ejile, it's grown for people to be doing what we call ethnic profiling. In every crime committed in Southeast before, Nnamdi Kanu and his followers will say it's a Fulani or soldiers. Now, it is clearly clear in the eyes of everyone that these crimes are not being committed by Fulani, it's being committed by the same Igbo people. They are claiming to save the life of the people, but they are there killing people anyhow. And what baffles me a lot is these people they are killing, they are also fathers. Can you hear me?
Go on, don't mind the sound.
They are also fathers and mothers of other people. And they are the same Igbo people. Why are they killing them? Are they trying to tell people that their life does not matter, it's only their life that matters? And if we're going to go by the theory they are using, once you go against their belief, you're going to be killed. Then the federal government will have killed all of them because they are going against the ideology of the federal government.
Yes.
So if you're going to use if you're going to judge them by what they are doing, then they could have been killed, all of them, by the federal government, because they kill people because they do not believe in Biafra. Then you should also be killed because you do not believe in Nigeria. Can you see the incompatibility of what they are doing? Honestly, as I have said earlier, like the likes of you and Mr. Blessendon, time has vindicated you people to be saying the truth. You have warned them, don't go this way. It's going to hurt you and hurt the people of the Southeast. We are seeing it in reality. What other mouth do they have now to face the people and talk to them? And I'm advising it's high time for the youths that still have common sense in the Southeast to rise up and fight these people, because they are not there to protect you, they are there to kill you. It's very, very unfortunate. Sometimes if I see all the videos you have been sharing these days, it baffles me, it interests me, Mr. Ejile. Honestly, I'm short of words today, but I'm going to use this opportunity to thank you fervently for the good we have done. Honestly, history will remember you, that you are there, stand firm, but nothing but the truth. I salute you, Mr. Ejile. Thank you very much.
Well done, my brother, for your wonderful. Musa Saleh, please help me send the link to Blessdom, because
okay,
I'm not trying.
Okay, let me do that.
Let me do that. My sister Zaro Ninye, you can inbox me your number, your WhatsApp number, so I will get in touch to you. And I've told this our brother Azul Koneka to send me his number. So inbox me and we'll go. My brother, please send it to Blessdom. Oh, yeah. So my people, you see, the same thing we've been telling these people. All these traditional rulers, one is this: they can never go against Usain Bolt and all this is criminality. That is why they are being paid and sponsored by the same politicians that are using them. Okay, all these traditional rulers, some of you that didn't understand what that brother said before. He was basically saying that our people have developed this culture of supporting evil. Okay, hold on. Before, our people don't used to support evil, and he used an adage: anyone who comes back from a robbery spree and is being crowned in his place, that means his people are supporting him to go back. Which is like what people are beginning to see us as. Okay, this is what they're beginning to see us as, all because of these fraudsters, all because of these criminals and their evil act. Now, I am so happy that so many of our people spoke up. I myself, one of them, I was one of the people that spoke up against this their scam, and I'm happy to say it. Wait, let me put the code here. Our brother Musa Saleh has put the code. That's the code. If you want to join it. If you want to join us, that's the code. My mother is calling me. That's the code. Well, Sister Blessdom, you can use this code now and join. Hello? 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 Mommy, I'm live. When maybe. Okay. So let's see if we can wait for our sister Blessed. Again, we are not some program. This guy that is asking Chukwuka Pascal, Tendence Okoye, don't bring your stupidity here. If you know Musa Saleh very well, you will know that since last year he has been warning you people to not turn your place to another northeast. He is from Borno State, and he warned you fools to not turn our place to another Borno. But you people did not listen because you are so daft, you are so thick in your feelings. Hold on, I don't know. My sister blessed them. I hope you've seen the link. You are so out of your minds that you know, you guys, we shouldn't even entertain you people. And if I see one more comment like this again, I'm going to block you. I am going to block you the hell up. Block you from this place. Stop bringing your stupidity here. If you people decide to be mad, please restrict that madness to your corner where it's being tolerated. Look, our sister Blessed is here now.
I made it. Good afternoon, Ijele, and everyone in the house. Happy Sunday to you all.
Welcome.
Yeah, Ijele, I greet you. You are doing very well. Thank you so much. Like the other brother said, thank you for giving us the courage. You know, you remember when I first did a video against Nnamdi Kanu was in 2018, after he ran away wearing niqab like a Muslim woman. He now was in hiding for more than a year. Then all of a sudden he came out and started ranting. He's going to bring hell. And I was wondering, how can you be hiding all along? You now come out. You did not even thank your people who have been waiting for you. You did not even acknowledge the people who died. You said they came to my house and killed 28 people and dog Jack. Only dog has a name. The people that died, he did not have name for them. You know, and then he was ranting. Nigeria have never seen before. And I was like, is this guy okay? Like, he doesn't even want to learn from his mistake. So I did that video that time. And I didn't know that, you know, there was going to be that kind of backlash. So many people just came at me like it was like crazy. And I was like, it was not my intent, you know, to cause division or whatever. I wanted to put out the facts out there that this guy is not who he says he is. He's an egomaniac.
The Igbo land of the old. Thinking you have
I was thinking I was telling my people this. Yeah. I was telling them, like, this guy is just an egomaniac. He doesn't care if you die. He just wants to instigate you. But at any sign of banana, he ran away. But he was telling you he's formidable. He was walking on women rapper, feeling good about himself. So when I got that backlash, I deleted that video from my YouTube channel. But because some people already had the video, so some people still circulate that video from time to time. Not until somebody that was on my friend list was watching your videos and I started seeing your videos on my timeline, you know, that was what gave me the courage to come back again and say, look, guys, that was after the MNA killings. And he came out, I still remember very well, in August, 23rd of August was a Sunday, and he was saying, I'm telling you today, kill police. If they kill you, you kill police. Anywhere you see police. I was like, how can this guy be saying they should be killing police? You know? So I made that commentary and they came at me again and I started telling them that nothing like Biafra because this guy is lying to you. And I was showing them the evidence. Everything he said is a lie. He told them he went to UN. Foul is a lie. He told them he went to EU. Nobody knows him. Not even his MP doesn't know him. You know? So everything this guy has been saying, he has always been lying. And I was thinking I was doing my people good, telling them the truth, showing them factual evidence. It's not like I was making it up. And I began to know how deep this thing is, because one of the people who commented said he's going to use the pictures of their dead bodies to show to the UN. I was like, really? Like, it doesn't work like that. Ooh, it's not a new thing. If they say African people are dying, that one is not a new thing.
Okay.
You know, everybody's everywhere in Europe, in Asia, they are always showing them bad pictures of Africa. So what does one more picture of dead bodies of African people make? What difference does it make? Nothing. You know, and since that time, I've been on it, and they continue to be in disbelief. And this is what the previous brother was saying, that our people celebrate criminality, and criminals uplift criminals. Because if you look at it, who was Kanu by the time they started granting him audience?
Yeah.
Who was he? What did he achieve
Is
that
their
made them
creation.
to be Mpara, like Ezonyagwalam? Like, who was he? Nobody. Okay, Buhari imprisoned him. He was running a radio show. So they are celebrating criminality, uplifting criminality. In spite of all the evidence, even with these videos that we are seeing, they continue to say that it's media campaign against them. Their leader have already said it. We continue to see Igbo leaders going to Abuja to ask for his release. These are people that never spoke up against the killing of police people and other people in the East, you know. So how can our people be celebrating criminality and expect criminality to leave Igbo land? Igbo people are crying criminal, Fulani. What are they doing? Like the other brother was saying, Henry Chimeze, he said his sister was kidnapped in Lagos, and they were Igbos who kidnapped her in Lagos. So the thing that they are crying, Fulani, they have been going around the whole place committing it, and they are applauding them and calling it hustle. The people that live with Igbo families that are not their immediate family, they come back telling tales of woe, and nobody is doing anything to stop it. We are seeing children being sold. Everything is business, everything for the money, and nobody asks for the source of the money, and nobody cares. They celebrate criminality. They oppose. Look at the social media is everywhere. You see people doing different kind of crime, different kind of church. Even the church that everybody is doing, going to mega pastor, they are doing their own. You don't know whether it's juju again. You don't know whether it's pastor again. Their own is different again. You know, everywhere you see people doing anything, boutique, doing different kind of ritual. How can this be? If you speak out, they say you're supposed to support your own. Support your
You
own.
support your own.
They say support your own. So I don't have my own that kill his own. I don't have my own that is doing criminality against his own. They don't see the need to call bad thing bad. Like if you I live in Germany, German people are not going to say because you are their fellow German and you did bad thing and they will not prosecute you. It's not possible. And that is how a society gets good. When people are reprimanded for the evil that they are doing. All these IPOB people that are committing all these criminalities, like one of the contributors said, they live in our communities. We know them. They know. So what is holding the communities from routing them out?
Imagine. We never knew that Chinasa Woru can name these people, name their hometowns and their kindred until they fell out of favor with him and switched to Nelly and Omada Highway. Now we started hearing their names, and he was mentioning it. In fact, he nearly described the type of homes they are living in.
Yeah.
And people are here supporting this nonsense, telling me is our DOS has said it's fake ESL. Okay, what is the show me the ID
where is the real one? Where is the real one? And they say they are inside the bush protecting the Igbo people, and that is the Fulani people that are doing all this evil. So you are in the bush, and the Fulani people are in the bush, and you are the good one. The Fulani are the bad one. Why have you not caught them that are doing things? Should be inside the same bush all of una day. Just for example, assuming that is what is the truth. You see, our people are failing to see where this thing is leading until they end up in that IDP camp. And when they end up in that IDP camp, because this is where it will get to, because anything that is saying, anybody is saying, they will be denying it, diverting the conversation. It will get to it that the military will come in full force, and that IDP where they hungry them. If they never enter that IDP, and the whole world is seeing the broadcast of Nnamdi Kanu, he promised you that Yemen will be worse than your homeland will be worse than Yemen. You were clapping for him. Somebody, an individual, single-handedly created a military outfit and unleashed it on your community, and you were clapping for him. The people he armed and gave guns.
Let's stop making that mistake by saying a single individual created an outfit. No single individual, no group can create such an outfit without the blessings of the leaders in the whole everywhere they are working on. Now, remember, when this one of our sisters gave a confession, what happened and how our sister, the former women's leader in Onitsha South, IPOB, where she spoke with the coordinator, Uncle Wanzi, they told them that Benjamin told them that the plan now is to build Nnamdi Kanu as a god. Now, when they say, I chori ibuni Nnamdi Kanu Kachuku, now you should ask yourself, who are the people, who are the builders, who are the architects of the building, who are the carpenters, who are the laborers, who are the laborers, and who are the contractors doing all these things? You find out that it is the political class. So let us not give Brixton Baba more credit than he deserves. That's why I keep telling people, if you want to see the clearer picture, assume that Usain Bolt is a mask. Now, you need to peel off that mask. You need to pull it to know who actually is behind
you
that
are
mask.
absolutely right. You are absolutely right. And this is why, for example, the difficulties Igbo people are facing in Nigeria is a political problem. For example, the political office holders, they get all the money, they put it in their pocket, they use it for themselves, they leave everything to rotting, no road, no school, no healthcare. So if you are a revolutionary, really, in the true sense, and you want to come and help the people, you should be attacking the people you know are direct responsible for the problem, But now he left those people because they are his paid masters. They are the one he's doing the job for. But he wants to make himself the king of Igbo land. And that is why he needs to take out all the local elders that are Igwe and chief, so that only he will be the king, And they have to pay that price, because when they were crowning him king in the first place, when he was sitting on this stool and forming king, what did they expect? When an egomaniac has that opportunity, and you are dancing for him,
certified madman.
And then you give him up, he now sit down on the throne, and he's now walking like a lizard, Ogumagala, doing like this. What do you expect? You think he want to share that glory and that this thing with you? He told them that they should clear all the traditional rulers, that they are the one in stopping Biafra. How? When you went to the United Nations as you claim, are the traditional rulers there disturbing you? Did they stop your mission? In what way? When you are already ranting, blowing hot grammar, how formidable you are, did the traditional ruler stop you? So why is it that you are attacking the traditional ruler, attacking law enforcement? Because these are not a direct problem to you or whatever. If you say you have goodwill for the people, these are people. They are not the source. These are people who get crumbs from wherever. Like the whole thing is a mess on all fronts. But I want to thank you again. Let me not take too much time. Those people that are thinking that that madman is going to give them anything, you have to ask yourself, outside of Nigeria and all this, their fake news, media propaganda they are manipulating, who else knows him? Should they say Israel is coming? Israel is coming. Oh, where is Israel? Where is he? Even those Israeli people that came that say they want to come and do lie Israeli, forgot lost and found Israeli or something like. Maybe when they handled them, they were happy to be in the plane. Maybe when they went to their place, they started telling their Audi. They are not even talking about who they want to save. Now their own, they talk again. So where are all the whole world is shaking? Humanity listening to. I don't hear the voice of humanity again. Wait till I hear me say, I am not seafood chop. They don't let me talk to my fellow prisoner. I want to change my clothes. Then they tell and say, guy, this na DSS, no be hotel. Arrange yourself.
And
this that they give you, now
according
you
to
go
him,
drink.
we are going to play by his rules.
Yeah.
It's a zoo. We don't have supermarket in a zoo where you go to the fashion corner to collect clothes.
Now when as the day inside cage now,
freedom, modeling freedom fighter, because of his hunchback. You will go and suspend his hunchback to a wall. People will think he's straight. He will be like this. With one monkey jacket. He will be next thing, he will be like this. With his secretary. Now, when now all of those his enjoyment and dreams have become nightmare to him. So when he wakes up, he will be in the sleep. He will see himself the way he's flying on private jet. He used to rent private jet. His private jet, where all these Antigua, Trinidad women, Bahamas, all these Caribbean. The way they are shaped now. He will be dreaming. When you wake up, you will be like, hey, I want to call
see, they shine. Gorimakpa don they shine. I believe he is looking for that keeper to cover his Gorimakpa and form rabbi. No show. Wear your Fendi. Now Fendi fighter you be. Wear it very, very well. And person that was free before, every day he was saying, I want to go and fight for my freedom. I'm free. I want, but so now they now say, okay, come and stay inside zoo cage so that you will know the meaning of the freedom you have before. And now they are not saying free Nnamdi Kanu. So free from what then? Shebi he was free before. Maybe he was free before. He said he's fighting for freedom. Now he's not inside the cage. He now say free him from the freedom that he was fighting for before. I've been waiting with the problem again. Maybe who they fight for freedom, they say, come sit down here, may you cool down. So he said he's a king. So the Lion King belongs to the cage. So they will be feed anything they throw at him, he will eat. This guy can't even do fasting of one day. Instead he's complaining that they are not giving him enough food. Guy, don't be hotel you are in a proper cage now. Lion King in the cage that he deserves, and he's there saying that he doesn't have anybody to talk. Who do you want to talk to before? The one where you talk now, the one where you they blow hot since now we see they suffer. What do you want talk again? You don't get anything to talk again. They revise the one where you don't talk for your brain. I would really like to see his defense of all those his utterances in court. Really. I am a very powerful man. I know that very well. You powerful when you dey behind computer, they blow hot. Okay, show your power inside cage. You say you can destroy anywhere you want to have destroyed. You have more than 2 million people under your command. Alpha, na Igbo land and they terrorize. Na Igbo people then they terrorize. They're not see road go Abuja again. You say you are formidable. You think you can take the whole Nigerian military for a run. Because they just for their eye, they just make Nigerian military small. All of a sudden, group of people when they say go away, then go thief for police, and now I want to fight army. Army will get Air Force, army will get Navy, army will get infantry, army, military, full military with all the
artillery
armory.
division day,
Eh?
mechanized division day,
Every division. None I won't go fight
Navy
with
day,
all those boys where they inside
heavy
bush, they
artillery,
chop human meat. Really?
anti-aircraft.
The money one that they contribute for people where they work 10-hour shift. Now I want to go fight a whole Nigerian military. Hey, the only thing you people can destroy, Ijele, you have said it before, I'm saying it again. The only thing they can destroy is Igbo land. Una no rich. Una not even enter neighboring Akwa Ibom state. Talk less
The
of.
power no cross as
Una no even enter Asaba. Talk less of River State. When Rivers, when una know how it be now. I did a video say when Obibo was boiling, they never called the root cause of that guy that was giving that command. They were saying Wike, and that guy confessed and said, Wike, we campaign for you. So now campaign you, they campaign for PDP. And now you are saying Biafra. Which one you there? How can you be a secessionist and campaigning for a political party? You know? So these guys, they are just going to destroy Ebola. And until they displace that Igbo population there, their eye will not clear. Until they displace them into IDP camp, that they will be in that camp, then you will see all these runaway, good for nothing, diaspora, I sabi book. I don't know anything. You will see them going with placards, standing everywhere. They are killing our people, help. It's not going to be a new thing for Europeans or Asians or anybody. Say, now today on start to the carry placard. It's not going to be anything.
Europe, you saw myself everywhere that protest now.
Yeah.
Where they protest for everything.
Yeah, here itself, even heavy protest against corona measures. Talk less of the world is boiling now. If una go do this thing, because now it's only Imo camp they have gotten into. What about the camps in other places? In Asaba, in Aba, in Anambra, they have not even gone there. In Okigwe,
in many places in Ebonyi, Ezambu, Izi, Ojiriba, Ini. All these places, we've not gone there.
So until Igbo people experience that displacement where they're hungry, they told them that Fulani is coming to displace them. But who is doing the displacement? Who is doing the killing? They are doing it by themselves. They tell them that Fulani. But when they catch them, they are not Fulani. You know? So the Fulani had their problem, but it was never in Igbo land.
No.
The people that had a case for Fulani problem were in the middle belt.
Yes.
We're in the middle belt. And those people, they are not even saying they want to leave Nigeria. They are still saying Nigerian government come and help us. Even inside IDP camp. But you, when the thing never reach for your hand, you don't carry it for hair, you don't escalate the thing. You want acid, they hot, you need action, go begin, rain go begin the fall. Who the rain go fall for in head? Who? Shebi before it started to happen for north, everybody go back in low, they run to east. Now, if they rain for the east, where you go wrong, go nowhere. That means you are going to a refugee camp. All the moon unanya. No be say. Because now it's too late. It's too late, really. We are just saying all this thing now because we just have to put it out there again as reinforcement of what we have been saying. And above all, we have been vindicated.
Yes.
Ijele, thank you so much. You are a big man. One man squad. God bless you.
You have more balls. You have more balls than many men I know. I need you to lend them some balls. Some of the men I know are just, I don't want to use some words because your husband may be around. You start feeling, men now. But some of the people we call men, please, anytime you want to write men, you want to describe those people, if you want to write men, please add an air quote to it, men. This one
no. You get the one that say na men's, all the men's. Okay, bye bye,
Darling,
everybody.
thank you for a wonderful contribution.
Yeah.
Guys, you see, my people, we've done it today again. So thank you so much, my guys. I appreciate you being here. Sorry, these programs are supposed to be during weekdays where so many people will be listening, but nevertheless, I hope we accomplished one or two things. Take this as a test room of things to come in the coming days, especially when we are going to the holidays. We are going to be doing so many programs. And if you know any bingo that wants to challenge us, please, the whole place is open. You are free to come and challenge us. Test that thing you believe with us and see. And I'm happy so many people are beginning to wake up. One of our brothers from the USA wanted to attack me this morning. I just told him certain things, gave him instances, and kudos to him. He asked me for evidence. I said, okay, let me send you. And I sent him all these videos and photos coming out from their camps. Man, Kai. It's in finish. They did finish. The guy just said he's no longer doing anything because as another person, I'm still waiting for his reply. That one, I passed everything and sent to him till now. He has not replied. He has read the message, seen the files, but we are still here. Thank you guys for being a part of the program. Hope to come back soon. Maybe I'm not sure I can do anything tonight again. It will be tomorrow. See you tomorrow, everyone, and have a blessed Sunday. Great week ahead. Bye.